that does not fix your situation.
No.
Okay, it's gonna make it worse instead. So I'm not going to tell you to do this because it's not good for you. I'm gonna encourage you instead to head straight into the situation. Wide open. I want you to sit down with a marriage counselor, and I want you to have an absolute righteous anger fit. Your husband is misbehaving unbelievably.
I see Ray. Hello. Mike, Rich, Big Hoss, and Happy Life. Good to see you guys. I'm gonna put the trivia question in here right away. All right, I just came up with this one. I hope I trick you guys. Happy Life, happy early Merry Christmas. Yep, you guys. Oh my gosh. Christmas Eve is 2 weeks from tomorrow. And I feel like I still have a lot of stuff. It's like I have these, I still like I have outings that I'm gonna be doing, but I wish at this point we had like a full month until Christmas was here, not 2 weeks. But I mean, I feel like you can't get to every single thing you want to get to in the Christmas season. There's just like endless things. All right, trivia question. Ray says, I have a playing test in band tomorrow and 8 finals next week. You got this, Ray. You got this. I know you do. You're resilient. You're talented. You have a great mindset, so you can do it. It's crunch time. And then just think of it like, then you'll be on winter vacation. Are you feeling the live miss fatigue yet? Honestly, no. And see, I'm kind of surprised because I was expecting maybe coming right off of the 24-hour live stream. Sorry, my TV is loud. But doing the 24-hour live stream straight into live miss would be a bit much. But honestly, I'm feeling great. I've been just loading up on as much sleep as I possibly can, catching up on sleep if I'm short overnight, hydrating, eating clean, avoiding a lot of like garbage food, like junk food, just to make sure it's like, I feel like when I eat really bad food, it's just, I'm kind of like mood swings and I don't feel as good, not as energized. So I've been very on top of stuff, and I think it's like helping me to, it's like sustaining the energy. So I don't feel the fatigue yet. You were born to be a YouTuber. Woo! I love it so much. Honestly, it's so fun. Nobody is here. If you spam, you're gone for good, so do not spam. Please be respectful to everybody else who's leaving comments. Because to me, that behavior is like, look at me, 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 look at me. And it's like, nope, I don't want that type of spamming in my chat. Okay, poll question number 1. Guess which of these musical, that is not how you spell musical, groups I've seen in concert. Which one is it? Sorry, I will get to your comments in just a second. I'm plugging in a trivia question for you guys. Is it Fifth Harmony? Is it Florence and the Machine? In Sync? Or the Gorillas? Boom. Which one of these groups have I seen in person? All right. So let me get caught up here. I know I missed a few people's comments. Rich, thank you for all the member emojis. Happy Life, I got so much to still do, but yes, same. So much still yet to do. And Christmas is just 2 weeks away. I don't want it. I want there to be a little more time. Nobody, good to see you. Jay Lovey, I think. Another 24-hour live. Yeah, nobody. I did a 24-hour live. Well, you were there, weren't you? I did a 24-hour live stream at the end of last month. It was my second time doing one, and it was really fun. It was Christmas themed. And I think I'll be doing my third 24-hour live stream sometime next year in the springtime. Beyond the Stars. Hello. LaShawn. Yes, LaShawn Walston. I'm going to be honestly just eating some dinner because I just got home and I barely ate today. So I'm going to be eating some food. I just took some veggie burgers out of the oven. And then I'm planning to scramble some tofu, maybe cook some quinoa. It's just kind of like a quick, I mean, I'll be on here for at least a couple hours, but it's like trying to get some stuff done while I'm on here. Poison Toad, good to see you. Alisanai Dogan, hello. Brian is here, doing good. I see there's gifts. I'll say thank you to you guys in just a second. My favorite Christmas song, I still have not decided which is like my all-time favorite Christmas song. It's really hard to say which one. Roger that 82, I'm taking a strong antibiotic for 2 weeks and it keeps me awake like nothing I've ever experienced. Can't wait until it's over so I can sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh, at least it's just 2 weeks and then hopefully the recovery process will start soon. Rob Faye, let it snow. Honestly, guys, I'm happy as a clam. I was just out for a walk this evening and it was very cold, not too windy, luckily, but just tons and tons of snow. And I am so happy. My winter heart is filled. Awesome. Yeah, Mr. Fulton Mraz, I will not be able to watch that because I'm busy all day on Saturday, but very excited for you. Yaba, new profile picture. What is that? Oh, it's my sister. Is that my sister? That looks like my sister. It is my sister. That is so cute. I love that. Yaba, how funny. What did you say? Yaba's back. Yes. Renan G1. Mike Ferguson sent a floating heart. Thank you very much for that. NC says love Florence and the Machine. I love all these groups, but only one of them I've seen in person. Paolo, I'm hanging out chatting with people and I will be like eating food here shortly, but I'm way behind on comments, so I'm trying to get caught up first. Paolo, her D&D sent a party hat. Thank you. I've got you on my list. Paolo, 50 Tyson, welcome back. Jamie Hubler, good to see you as well. 50 Tyson says the gorillas rule. Yes, they're awesome. Brian Moses, do the next 24-hour live stream starting from now. Definitely not, because I gotta be at work bright and early tomorrow. I wouldn't be so dramatic as to say I would get fired, but if I were to do a 24-hour live stream starting right now until tomorrow at 8 p.m., definitely my boss would be like, you missed I have my one-on-one check-in with my boss on Thursdays. He'd be like, so you didn't show for our one-on-one. He wants me to put a data set together. It'd be like, you totally bailed on the data set and you just didn't show up to work today. So we need to have a meeting about that. So that would put me in jeopardy at my 9 to 5, Brian. That would not go down well. I don't think I would get fired because I am a very good employee and I've been there for a while, but I would definitely get like a stern warning, like, dude, what are you doing? You can't just skip a day of work. Andrew, good evening. Hope you had a great day. It was a really lovely day. Yes. So I went to work. I did not go to work in antlers or this Jingle Bell necklace, but I did go to work today in my Jingle Bell earrings and my sweater because it was the holiday Christmas party. They do it early because Hanukkah, I think, starts this weekend, and then Christmas is pretty soon after that, so they're just trying to like get ahead of the holidays. Today was the holiday party. It was so fun. We played Jeopardy. There was like a ton of food, so much food, and this is like the only day that I can show up to work in a sweater like this because it is business casual as the minimum dress code requirement. So I had a very good day, Andrew Savini. It was very festive and fun. How about you? Young Boy sent a floating heart. Hello, and thank you for sending the floating heart. I'm going to add you to the list. 50 Tyson says, I'm eating a Sammy. William Barry is here. Good to see you. VOTK something, new elf on the shelf. Roger that. 82. The sweater is super soft. I got it at Target last year for maybe 20 bucks. It was very, very cheap. Young Chazi, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Paolo, yes, I am vegan, correct. Frankie Gomez, John Cena, yes, I do know this. He's retiring on Saturday. Honestly, that's like very jarring to think about him not being in WWE anymore. William Barry is guessing gorillas in the poll. Vote in the poll if you haven't already. Lisa, I'm doing good. Let's see. Hope you are well. Yes, I'm doing well. This week is flying by, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I'm kind of like thinking through like all the rest of the gifts I need to buy for Christmas and outings I have coming up. Like Saturday is completely stacked from like 7:30 to unknown end time, because my mom and my sister told me that there's like a secret outing that they picked out just for me, and I was like, okay. So yeah, I feel like it's like crunch time for Christmas, because it's now I'm like, oh my god, we got 2 weeks left, guys. I see there's a super chat. I want to get to the response thing. I'm gonna add you to the list. Sounds like a threat. Like a no-fly list or something. Quite the opposite. The opposite. But I see what you mean. LOL. Thank you very much for the super chat. Stakes is high. And I got you on my list. That is so funny. You're on my list. All right, let's see. Sorry, trying to get caught up here. I know I can do it. I love a good challenge. Kirby sent a happy poop from Bertha. Oh man, thank you. Kirby, how are you? How's life on the farm?
You can't make a statement about
Rich, ooh, you got snow in Toronto. Amazing. Happy for you. Well, I don't know if I should say happy for you, because I know you don't like snow, but just snowfall brings me to such a happy place. Not that I'm not in a happy place normally, but I feel like it just makes me so excited knowing that there's snow falling anywhere. Poison Toad, what's on the agenda this week? It's kind of like a housekeeping week, like a steady planning out like I have brand collabs I gotta get done, Christmas gifts. Yeah, it's nothing too out of the ordinary, other than there was a holiday party at my office today. Toby Montgomery, good to see you. VK, thank you very much. Glad you like the outfit. Kirby and Rich with the Kirby emojis. Jordan Chance, we got TKO Mookie. Do you have any tips for me on talking to girls? I don't really. I try to not give out tons of advice on here, but I would just say, like, try to the best of your ability. Just like try to be like relaxed, polite, and like have a good sense of humor and just be goofy. And if it doesn't land, politely bow out and just be like, all right, that didn't work. But just, I would say it with anything, girl or guy, at any point in life, doesn't even have to be like chatting people up. I just feel like it's like you got to shoot your shot. No regrets left at the end of the day, at the end of your life. And like, if it doesn't, at least you know you tried. I would much rather have tried and then it failed than not have tried at all. So that's what I can say. Arlen Afondu, OZK is from Saudi Arabia. Mo Gooder sends a crisp high five. Nice. Andrew says, I hope it's the Gorillas. David Albarn is a huge Chelsea fan. Didn't know that. Brian, work is important. Your smile is so amazing. Thank you, Brian. Johnny Peterson, good to see you. Rock Gotham. Ganga. Every day is Christmas and every night is New Year's Eve. Ooh, okay. Is that an actual like lyric from a Sade song? I don't know Sade's music other than Smooth Operator. Cosborn sent a flower. Thank you, Cosborn. You're on the list. Even though yes, it might sound questionable, but I mean it as like, you're on my list of people to thank. My thank you list. Larry Middleton is here. Your fave Mex, didn't WWE wrestler Chris Jericho add people to a list? I'm not familiar with Chris Jericho, so I'm not the right person to ask. Cosborn, 50-degree day forecasted next week. Oh, that sounds so nice. Parker, favorite reindeer. Hello, Parker. Brian, is your favorite WWE wrestler the Great Khali? No, I'll let people answer this because I know people know in the chat who my favorite WWE wrestler is. Anupam Asemwal, Keyshawn is in Trinidad. Hello. New 5 beginning, yes. I would say the general theme of this channel is health and wellness, but it's like a fun time on here. Chad is here. Kevin, Young Chazzy, girl, go cook your food. I will, don't worry. If you have trouble talking to the opposite, treat like they're a customer at McDonald's. Don't ever act thirsty. Yes, I would say particularly if you're a dude chatting to a lady. Ooh, coming on strong I don't think that works very well most of the time. Stone Cold Steve Austin says Kevin, big gravy. Nice. I haven't heard that one before. All right. I think I'm gonna make a quick salad first. So one sec.
Why would you sign up for
We're just gonna make a quick dinner, guys. Dang, you know what I want to do though? I want to make some tofu scramble, and that should be going in the background.
Because, listen, if your payments were under control, your husband worked in 6 jobs, you weren't trying to pick up a job, and all you had to deal with was your children.
Can anyone hear who's on the TV?
Anybody ought to say grace over. Without all the other stuff, you've got to get some of these things off your plate.
Do the salad in 1 minute? No, Brian. Don't act thirsty? What? I know, right? What? Isn't that the way to get all the ladies? I would say no. Ugh. Cosboard, Hannah's favorite is Dominic Mysterio. No, it's not Dominic Mysterio. I'm relying on my members. There's an emoji for my favorite WWE guy. Affirm Christ. Something. I remember you. Hello. Yabba spent most of the day checking the animals and cropped after the storm. Okay, good. No damage. Excuse me. There you go, Kirby. There he is. There's my favorite WWE wrestler. He's such a maniac. Will you adopt me? I'm not looking to adopt anyone right now. Bless you. Thank you. Ben Watson. Yes. 'Tis the season. Yep, Jamie, you got it. I'm listening to, I think this was the episode from like a day or two ago. It's Dave Ramsey, and usually there's two like Ramsey personalities who are in the studio on any given day, and they do it Monday through Friday, and it's Dave and his daughter Rachel who are the 2 hosts on this episode. There you go, Lisa. Nice. Yep. Good old Seth Rollins, my boy Seth, who is insane. I think the kids would say that he's unhinged. I listen periodically. Yeah, there's just, I call him Papa Dave like a lot of people do. I feel like there's just such a like cozy like feel good factor with the Ramsey show. because it is finance, which can seem like, ugh, it's boring, whatever. They're talking about wills and mortgages and student debt and paying off credit cards and car notes. But honestly, it's so interesting, and there's like, it's like funny too. Like Dave, especially Dave, has some really good like zingers. He's very sassy, but he has a heart of gold. Is this another 24-hour live show? No. 3, 2, 1 buzzer beater. No. Tonight is a work night for me, so I am not gonna be up for 24 hours. That would be disastrous. Joski, or your live miss, you should have added one more accessory to your outfit each stream. Oh my gosh, that would have been funny. Opportunity missed. Joski, yep. Morgan Ramsey is the best. Who is Morgan Ramsey? Charges 2.0, yep, Hannah in the building. Woohoo! So before I eat some food, I'm just gonna be scrambling up some tofu because I'm out of my tofu scramble, and I usually use I use 4 containers of tofu for this. Was Ramsey the answer to your favorite, Dave? Yep, NC, you totally got it right. When you commented and said Dave Ramsey 100%, I was like, NC has got this. You know how much I love Dave Ramsey. I would say it was a close call between David Goggins and Dave Ramsey, but when I think about which one of them has changed my life more, Dave Ramsey has changed my life more than David Goggins. So this, for those of you wondering, this is the tofu that I make my tofu scramble with. It's made right here in Minnesota. Money can be cozy. I know. It sounds maybe surprising if you don't know the Ramsey show, because it's like a financial literacy radio talk show, basically. And so it's like, well, yeah, how feel good and cozy could that be? Because a lot of people would probably think it's boring, but I feel like it's like the personalities, like Dave's personality, all of his co-hosts' personalities, the lessons, the principles. I mean, they keep it very, I mean, the whole like Ramsey Solutions company is based in biblical teaching. So it's like, if that's your brand, they don't swear, they keep it very, like, it's not overly religious, but it's like, they quote the Bible every single episode because that's what all of their teachings are based in. So they're not going to go off on like some like expletive rant or be talking about crazy stuff. So it's very feel good in that way. And they just take callers from like any person out there who's got a money question, anything to do with personal finances. Or even business finances. They have business owners calling in, and it's like, well, should I take out this $50,000 loan to build my company? Should I invest in this commercial building to, do this and that? So you learn so much from the Ramsey show. I can't say enough good things about it. NC says, buckets, LOL. Preppy girl, thank you. I'm glad you like the headband. New beginning. I make a salad with baby spinach and arugula. Yummy. I love arugula. Dried cranberries, chopped walnuts. Wow. All the good stuff. All right, so I've drained out my blocks of tofu. And I'm gonna go grab my big old wok pan. Mike, I am vegan. Yes, I've been vegan for 13 years. Buckets, LOL. Finally hit 107 subscribers. Congratulations, Olivia. Oh, never mind. I'm making tofu scramble. I'm gonna go grab my big old wok pan.
From someone else's ability to provide you a paycheck. That's the solution. Your security.
So now I'm just gonna take each of these 4 blocks and just break them into large pieces and set them in here. Reaper is here. I met David Goggins and shook his hand. Very cool. New 5 beginning. I would love to meet David Goggins one day. 3, 2, 1 buzzer beater. New 5 must be chef with the salad. Sounds delicious. Rated Frog is here. Oh, I didn't get a message that you're streaming. I would say check your notifications then, but also no worries. You don't have to turn on your notifications if you don't want. Preppy Girl says no problem. Thank you, Zain and Sorry. Jesse, I'm doing good. I'm waiting for the day that Green Bay announces that shares of the franchise are available for purchase. But that could be years from now. How about you? How was your day, Jesse? Alright, so tofu's all broken up here in my big old wok pan. What are you guys saying in the poll? And NSYNC is in the lead. I'm gonna recycle these. And so now I'm just gonna set this wok pan over on my stovetop and simmer it for a little bit. Ooh, all right. Let's see. We got Danielle. Good to see you, Danielle. How are you on this Wednesday evening? I am making tofu scramble, guys, and now I'm gonna have some salad and veggie burgers for dinner. I'm very hungry. Thank you, Riley. New Beginning, Minnesota's mini sodas. Mike, I'm vegan as well. Not easy being a firefighter in South Texas. Oh, wow. I have to ask because I just think of all the stereotypical, like I just think of like grills and barbecue and like all the meats, and especially with like firefighters too. Do you get any flack from your coworkers at all? Coworkers, like your fellow firefighters, for eating vegan? I feel like it would be harder than like in Minneapolis. I don't know. Minneapolis is like, I just think it's like a very vegan, like no one would be fazed if you told them that you're vegan. But I imagine in South Texas, as a firefighter, it might be different. Yes. Okay. That's what I was thinking. That is interesting. I mean, it's your business. It's your diet. But I'm not surprised. One day I gotta see if I can get Hannah to listen to Wu-Tang. We'll see. Alright. So, time for some salad. Fun salad. Oh shoot. I gotta make some dressing too. I'm out of dressing. Dang it. So, yeah, I just have these big old containers of salad that I usually keep in my fridge. Reaper is saying, Hannah, on July 25th, 3 p.m., they will have their annual meeting. Oh, thank you for checking. I was like, hold on, wait, what are you talking about? Whoa, maybe after that they will offer shares. Yeah, you guys gotta, if you guys hear anything about the Green Bay Packers announcing the availability to purchase shares, let me know, because I'd like to actually purchase a share of the franchise the next time they open it up, just for fun. Barraquette is here. Hello, Barraquette. Mike says it's freaking hilarious. Yeah, but I didn't realize that arson is the top of the Champions. Oh, wow. I didn't know that either. I don't keep track of the Champions League. It's just, oddly enough, it just has never appealed to me. Excuse me. I just prefer to stick to England for my soccer watching. Some of these leaves are looking a little iffy. Stakes aside. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Okay, young Chazi. Oh wait, stakes aside. The mental image of Hannah driving down the road with Wu-Tang blaring through the car speakers is hilarious. I mean, the thing is, I listen to a range of things. Like, actually, you know what I was thinking of publishing my year in review. You know, the YouTube gives you basically a summary of like what you consumed over the last year. And my top 5 artists were super, super diverse. I mean, Taylor Swift was one of them, but like Chris Brown was in my top 5. So it's like, I forget who the other 3 were, but it was all like different genres. I think it like Arctic Monkeys were in there. So yeah, just to give you a sense of my top 5 artists of 2025, 3 of them, Taylor Swift, Chris Brown, and Arctic Monkeys. So 3 very different genres. What is that? Okay. I feel like I'm trying to do so much. So I'm gonna chop up some zucchini, which I've already been using some. Kirby Reaper, a classic. Why was the tomato blushing? Oh, I feel like I know this one, but I don't know. Why was the tomato blushing? Oops. I saw this. It saw the salad dressing. I never would have gotten that, but I have heard that before. Clever. Mr. Goddamn, OMG. I feel like it's been a while since I saw you. How have you been? I'm just tossing a salad and cooking some tofu scramble over on my stovetop. So these are little pieces of zucchini that I am cutting up. I love zucchini so much. What veggie burgers do you eat? I'll show you, Mike. So one of my favorite brands is the Amy's brand. They make soups, they make frozen pizzas that are vegan, they make veggie burgers. It's just a wonderful brand. And I don't know if all of their stuff is organic, but I try to eat as organic as I can. But I'll show you the burgers that I made. So it's these Amy's organic veggie burgers. They are vegan as well as gluten-free. So it says vegan, soy-free, gluten-free. What does that say? 1/3 cup of veggies per serving. But yeah, this brand is, I would say it's probably my favorite brand for buying groceries. It's just so good. Alright, so there's the zucchini on there. You're welcome, Mike. Yeah, definitely check out Amy's brand. I buy tons of Amy's brand soups. My favorite are the lentil and quinoa kale soups. And I definitely have had some Amy's vegan pizza from the frozen freezer aisle in the grocery store. It's so good.
You too. How come we don't?
So I'm 62 years old and I've been trying to think about retirement.
Pepitas, aka pumpkin seeds. I like to sprinkle on a few. And see, who doesn't like the Arctic Monkeys, right? They're so good. They're so Their sound is so cool. I love the Arctic Monkeys. I thought Herb Alpert would have been in there. I enjoyed seeing Herb Alpert earlier this year, but it's just not my time and not my genre. But I am glad I got to see a legend in person. All right, so now I actually have to make some dressing for this because I don't have dressing. Let's see. So I just use this, I keep this like at home. I don't buy my dressings because honestly, like the store-bought dressings are wildly expensive compared to what you can just whip up at home. So I just have this little like dressing container that's always on my countertop. I like the 3 cheese kale casserole from Amy's. Ooh, I've never had that before. That sounds delicious. Zucchini. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you. New 5 Beginning, Mike. Young Chazi, Mo Gooder, we are total opposites, lol. I'm on a mostly carnivore diet. Totally cool. Making my mouth water, yum, says Mike. William, I like 90s hood movies. Okay. Terry Crews was tossing people's salad next Friday. No idea what that is. Omar Maxwell, good to see you again. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. And Omar Scarlet, we have 2 Omars in a row. Mike, pumpkin seeds, one of my protein sources in my oatmeal. Yep, I love pumpkin seeds so much. I put them in almost all of my salads. All right, so I'm gonna make my easy go-to salad dressing right now.
It's impossible unless you lose your mind and join Congress for you to go through this one before you die.
Oh, Dave. So I do about 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil.
You know, I'm not married.
What is it you want to do with the rest of your life?
I've still got to figure that out. I would like to travel some, life events. Somewhat recent life events have made me realize that
Kirby, what did the mummy cow say to the baby cow? It's past your bedtime. Cute. New 5 Beginning. I like Gwen Stefani, Pink, and Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, those are like solid. I just think of those 3 as very solid female artists. Black peppercorn, ground black peppercorn. So I try to not get the pepper everywhere. You can do a 90s hood movie marathon, definitely not my genre. I don't think I would enjoy those movies, just being honest. Reaper with the Dexter emoji, Young Chazi, the saga continues. Okay. Alright, now, I do a little less than 1 teaspoon of salt. This is my Morton's iodized salt that I've been eating my whole life. I love it. More like half a teaspoon of salt. And then I need some apple cider vinegar. New 5 Beginning, in the winter to keep warm, I like to mince ginger and add it to boiling water. Okay.
I don't care what it is, and it doesn't have to be 80 hours a week, it doesn't have to be pushing paper. You do have a unique skill and license that you could
I love apple cider vinegar. So that's the vinegar component of this homemade vinaigrette. I'm gonna shake this a little bit. The cap has been a little leaky on this one, so I'm gonna cover it. Yeah, I can feel it leaking. Ooh, I don't know why the cap isn't working.
Netflix doesn't cut it.
yeah, that's true. You're right. That's gonna be key for me.
William Berry, Terry Crews played the perfect prison gangster. I think I know who Terry Crews is.
Mathematically, this is a no-brainer. It's too late.
Ooh, almost got vinegar in my eye. Okay, dang. I think I might have gotten a drop in my eye. That sucks. All right, keep on going.
Something's averaging what the market's averaging, and you'll be just fine. And
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's.
Hannah tried to watch Chef Marcus Samuel. Oh, I know him. I love Marcus Samuelson. Habesha, man. And then the last thing I put in here is tahini. And I'm right at the very end of my old tahini jar. There's like basically nothing left in here, but I'm gonna try and scrape out the very end of this.
But also when there's some, when you have these certain, appointments, I'm talking about.
I know, Doctor Who, what where? I could feel, I think the drop of vinegar landed right at the corner of my eye, and I was able to kind of dab it away. So far I'm feeling okay. There's really no stinging. I very narrowly dodged a bullet. So let's get the last bit of tahini out of here. I just love adding a little tahini to the dressing that I make.
Become the hero in your own story. So you're gonna have to fight through some emotional stuff as you fight through this money thing.
All right, scrape that off.
All of these are emotional based decisions.
Desane Greer, Desane maybe? Desane Greer. The Jason is here. Hello. How has your day been so far? Mine has been on the bad side. I'm sorry to hear that. I had a really nice Wednesday. So my company had the annual holiday party today, and we played Jeopardy, and there was just an epic amount of food. So that was really fun. And then I came home pretty late, and then I went for a walk. It was pretty cold, but still lovely. And I'm very happy with the amount of snow that we've got here in Minnesota. Never enough snow is my unofficial motto. Yeah, so I had a good Wednesday. Sorry to hear that yours wasn't the best, but hopefully it's just, you know, a dip, and then you'll have a better rest of your week. All right, I think I've scraped out just about as much as I can get out of here. So I'm gonna stir this together. Any vegan food at the Christmas party? Yes, there was. Sometimes it can be tricky, and it's kind of one of those things where I don't try to like bring all of my personal info to my 9 to 5, where it's just like, oh, by the way, everyone, I'm a vegan, and so then I don't like that, and then also feeling like people have to cater to me, and I'm probably I think I'm the only vegan at my office, so then it feels like I don't want people to be making a fuss over one person's diet when everyone else is an omnivore or a vegetarian. But there was like a delicious like chickpea and like tomato, like lemon salad, and then there was like this rice cashew. It was almost like a biryani, and I was like, ooh. So there were really good vegan options, Rich. There was something there for everyone. They killed it. Looking back at the year, what was your funniest moment on TV or life? Poll question. Oh, Coldplay Cam! Oh my god, Yaba. Wow. You know, honestly, Yaba, that makes me really look forward to New Year's Eve when they do the year in review, where it's like pop culture moments from the past year. Dude, the Coldplay Cam. That was karma at its finest. Oh my goodness. That's a good trivia question. I can't come up with my top moments right now, but let me grab a pen really quick.
Sometimes I don't know what to do. Like, I got there. I went through the tape, I won the race.
Yeah, 2025
Now what?
funniest moment.
Your brain and your
2025 funniest moment.
It's hard to stop and take a step back and go,
Young Chazi mixed greens with strawberries, walnuts, blue cheese, and balsamic. Sounds like heaven. Okay, so dressing is done. I'm gonna go check on my tofu that's over on the stovetop. The Jason sent a 100, so I want to get you. So here's the vinaigrette bottle. Don't worry, I will shake it because it's separated. That just happens. The Jason, Brinaldo, hello, and yes, it's not Christmas yet. You are correct. Charles 2.0, so it wasn't like the holiday party from The Office. That's a relief. I don't watch The Office. I cannot stand that show. I'm like, oh, how do people watch this? But that's just me. Tesfueo, I can't live without meat and chicken wings. Totally get it. I spent the first 18 years of my life as an omnivore, and I loved chicken wings. What about lamb? I don't eat any animal products. I just thought of something. Shoot. Oh, what was it? Oh, yes. I was thinking I could do a trivia question about like which sitcom I can't stand the most or something. Sitcom, or maybe a sitcom that I've actually watched.
And at every clinic, the gospel is shared, giving moms the chance to choose life and
William Berry, Rich Ports. William Berry saying, by the way, the Minnesota angle is the northernmost part of the contiguous United States. I didn't know that. Ronaldo, I'm just trolling, joking around. No, you're good. No worries. Yeah, but Hannah, it's no fun looking for and digging out sheep from snow drifts. Nice to look at, but it's a killer. Oh. I mean, yeah. Ooh, I didn't think about like losing animals to the elements, but that is sad to think about. It's like a charming vision when you're like, oh, you know, there's snow and there's scenery and there's these cute animals, but it's like, no, that also is like brutal. I thought I was alone. I don't like The Office either. Honestly, Rich, what blows my mind is so many millions of people spend their entire working lives sitting in cubicles, sitting in corporate America, sitting in an office setting, and then they go home to watch a show of more office cubicles. I'm just like, dude, I can't. Like, who does this? You spend 40 plus hours of your life every week sitting at an office, and then you consume a show about people at an office, and I'm like, it depresses me. I'm like, no, I'm just so against it. Kirby The Office is my top 5. Oh no. Steak says, Hannah looks like she dances to the Friends theme song when no one is looking. I despise Friends with a fiery passion. Ooh. If I could send sitcoms to the guillotine, Friends might be first. Mo Gooder, Michael Scott Haters, Kool-Aid. Hannah, what is your favorite Christmas movie of all time? It's a Wonderful Life, and I still need to watch it this year. I need to write that down, actually. It's a Wonderful Life on my my endless to-do list. God. Watch It's a Wonderful Life. The Jason, why did you become vegan? Primarily for health reasons. I'm just sticking with plants for the rest of my life. Alexander, I made some vegan soup today, not because I'm vegan, but because that is what I had on hand. Love to hear it. Yes. I feel like some people think of vegan food where it's like you have to have all these special ingredients and you have to put so much like thought into it, and it's like, no, there's so many just easy everyday recipes you can make that happen to be vegan. Willie Berry, the natural world is nothing nice. I don't know. I think it's a mix of like beautiful and savage at the same time. So I'm just gonna drain this thing with tofu because now there's a bunch of like water. So one sec, guys, sorry.
Yeah. Another thing that's draining the market is Airbnbs. Tens of thousands of single-family homes condos,
All right.
Co-ops, whatever, they're bought by people
Oof.
at unrealistic prices only because they're turning them into a hotel.
All right.
And they're making tons of money.
Chars 2.0, the 2025 review has to include the 100 men. Yes, oh my god. Yeah. Yep, oh, I forgot about that. YouTube Stabworthy, aka Charles. I'm so odd because I can't even. Oh, nice. I see what you did there. Lions at Rams on Sunday. Big game. Yes, wow. Rich, is that going to be at prime time or is that going to be at like 12 o'clock noon? Or another time?
So, some kind of limitation on that. But here's one I was talking about this other day.
Kirby, easy win, Rich. I used to fall asleep every night watching it. Makes sense, Kirby, that you'd like it then. AE Jabo, Hannah doesn't like sitcoms with the laugh tracks. I remember that one. Yes, I also, even if there weren't laugh tracks, I just don't find them funny. Like, it's not my kind of humor. I love either, like, really dark humor, really fast, witty, like, blink and you'll miss it type of humor, or, like, insanity, like, wacky humor, like Jim Carrey. Those are my three types of humor, and I feel like none of the sitcoms hit either of those three. They're just, to me, that's just like boring. I'm like, oh my god, this is not funny. I realize that's a peeve of mine. It's like stuff that's supposed to be funny and I'm just sitting there like waiting to find something funny. Long as I don't watch the game, we win, says Kirby. Rich, I fall asleep as well watching The Office out of boredom. Nice. I don't work in an office. I work mostly outside. Yes, not everyone's an office worker. William Barry, I love Seinfeld and Larry David. Don't know Larry David, but can't stand Seinfeld. Mo Gooder, I have total respect for the vegan diet. I see the health benefits from vegans that I know. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I like sharing vegan stuff on here, but there's definitely pitfalls to the vegan diet. I mean, you can call like cookies and highly processed foods vegan that aren't like natural and honestly not very good for you. So I think there's a healthy way to do the vegan diet, and then there's a not very healthy way to do the vegan diet. Rich, Kirby, me too. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I'm convinced if I watched the Chiefs would have beat Philly. Ooh. Emoiri, I'm making tofu scramble. All right, so let's eat some salad now. So I'm gonna shake up my. Why is there salt all over this? I am gonna shake up my salad dressing. Lions at Rams, 4:25 Eastern. Okay, so 3:25 for me. Chars 2.0. My favorite Christmas movie is between Elf and Friday After Next. I've never heard of Friday After Next. I've watched Elf too many times now. It's funny, but the thing is, I know it. I know like every scene, and I know the dialogue where I'm like, I didn't completely ruin it, but I've seen it way too many times where I just don't really feel like watching it anymore. Carrie is sending gifts. Thank you, Carrie. Mo Gooder. Dumb and Dumber is one of my all-time faves. Yes. I absolutely love Dumb and Dumber. So funny. Chars 2.0. Oops. Oh no. Got my sweater. I cried when Curb Your Enthusiasm ended. I tried watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. I did not like it. Alright.
And I'll go do stuff. Yeah. That's what investors say. And that's what people say when they're selling their house. I'm not selling this house. I'm not giving the government all that money. It's my money. And you say, okay, you can keep your money. It'll stimulate.
All right. My soup was lentils. I'm reading Alexander's comment. Wow, these are great ingredients. Lentils, asparagus, carrot, potato, onion, salt, and seasoning and water. I would eat that in a heartbeat.
by the big banks, like you've never been screwed by.
Yes, capybara.
That-
Correct. I do remember you.
$1,200 car payment, when you have a student loan, it's $85,000, and you got credit card debt coming out your ears. Record credit card debt, record car debt, record debt.
2.5 Men was the best show.
And then you sit there and whine you can't buy a house.
Never watched it.
Victimized by these people. You set yourself up for it. You signed up for the trip, baby.
Brandon Preacher Green. Yes, I watched Home Alone during my 24-hour live stream a couple weekends ago. William Barry, Charles 2.0, that show was brilliantly written. Carrie is just going to town on the makeup brush gifts. Thank you.
The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. That's a great deal.
What will be in 5 years?
A lot can change in 5 years. But what if the price of your internet stayed the same? No tricks, no gimmicks. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Oh my God, Rich. I did not know.
Say hello to Sarah Lee.
I did not know that the Vikings are playing primetime on Sunday. You know where I'll be? Sitting on my couch in a Vikings jersey, live streaming with you guys. Mac 4 Trap. What group did I end up seeing? So I'm gonna close the poll in about 1 minute. I usually close it at the hour mark. So if you have not voted, vote in the poll. See if you can figure out which of the 4 groups I've seen that I listed in the poll.
Hey y'all, you know all about keeping your budget in check, especially during the holidays. And that's
Yes,
always start
Charles.
shopping during the holidays.
Welcome to the channel memberships.
From fresh produce,
And thank you,
holiday
Rich.
favorites, and charcuterie boards for parties, Aldi has it all. And
All right, I gotta say thank you to Rich. I gotta get you on my list.
For a family of 4. So,
And I love that this went
shop
to
Aldi first to save on groceries
Charles,
without sacrificing
aka YouTube Stabworthy. Awesome, awesome.
near you at aldi.us. That's
Um,
ALD.us.
The Gorillas didn't know that was a band. Yep, Mo Gooder, Gorillas for the win. Marm 2026. So I was just making my salad dressing a little bit ago. And I keep it in a container over on my countertop. It's separated just because oil and vinegar separate, but this has extra virgin olive oil and some apple cider vinegar, and then salt, pepper, and some tahini for flavor. So yeah, it's pretty simple and honestly way less expensive per serving as opposed to buying the containers of salad dressing. And honestly, like a dressing really, for me, like a vinaigrette dressing really requires 3 things: an oil, a vinegar, and some salt. I choose to add in some ground pepper and some tahini as well, but it's super simple. And I think it tastes really good too.
How much is the house worth?
All right.
What do you make a year?
I'm trying to eat as fast as I can.
Just
Salad is really good, capybara. Charles 2.0, Twist Fuego, caveat Charlie Sheen over Ashton Kutcher.
So, I think the big deal is, we
Um,
don't wanna make a decision based on.
Marm says, oh cool. Alexander, I did see a live musical version of Elf. I haven't seen that before. Sorry, I had some vinaigrette go down the wrong way. All right, let's close this poll. See how you guys did. How well did I trick you guys? So, where are the results? I'll wait for them to pop up on my computer in just a second.
Not for its current use, you're keeping it for where this is going.
And you guys want to be in that area, Jack? Do you think? you were to forecast it? Okay.
It's definitely a good area, it's got a good school, there's definitely lots to do with.
Yeah.
So if you keep it, even if I fold it.
Alrighty. Victor Coco, good to see you. I'm gonna turn the heat down on my tofu just a little bit.
Okay, so I figured I'd take everything else off besides camper and tenure, and the camper,
Okay. I'm keeping you guys in suspense, sorry. So the poll question, poll number 1 tonight. Guess which of these musical groups I've seen in person. NSYNC got the most votes, came in first. I have not ever seen NSYNC in person. The Gorillaz came in second with 27%. I have not seen the Gorillaz. I'd love to see them though. 25% guess Fifth Harmony. Not Fifth Harmony, guys. It's actually Florence and the Machine. I saw Florence and the Machine with my sister. Oh my god, it had to have been 2015 maybe, 2016, like going on a decade ago. But it was Florence and the Machine that I've seen out of these 4. I would say if I could pick another one to see, I would see Fifth Harmony doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. I like both NSYNC and the Gorillaz, so I'm not sure. So congratulations to the 17% of you who got this right. It was Florence and the Machine.
Go out for a few weeks and come back, and occasionally then go out with you in the camper and come back, and then you continue to bust it. What you're doing
Rated Frog, nice.
to get to a place.
What led you to pick Florence and the Machine, out of curiosity?
Yeah, and the company I'm with is based where I live, so it does have the opportunity to go, tell them how to feel and hopefully.
Hello, Nick. Good to see you.
Start having those discussions and say, 3 to 5 years, what classes do I need to take? What mentorship program do I need to be in to be able to come home? In 3 to 5 years, I'm gonna bust it. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not
I'm
quitting.
thinking about
this is
another
my plan.
trivia question I could ask you guys.
Plan too that matches my plan.
Feel free to suggest a trivia question.
Talking to your leadership team about that, because they know that you guys don't do this stuff forever. There's a shelf life on what you do,
Buskers. I don't think I know what buskers are.
right?
You're gonna have to help me out.
I mean, there's not any 65-year-olds much doing what you're doing.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're used to people churning out or churning up over time, and I just want to get that.
I thought of one.
Get aligned with them on what I need to be doing to get that opportunity, so that I've got a place to go. Not next
It's
month,
another
maybe not next
music
year,
one.
but in 3 to 5 years, I'm
Come
gonna
on.
be doing something different.
Poll question number 2.
Yeah,
Which of these
good question.
artists,
I don't know if I've
groups
thought about that way.
did I listen to today?
Yeah, if you said 15 years, I might have said so.
Sure. Yeah. The 3 to 5.
Come on.
And the littles, they got
Eminem,
places they can stay in. That's-
Linkin Park.
Yeah. Michael,
Taylor
in San Diego,
Swift.
hey, Michael.
Fall Out Boy.
So how are you guys?
Great, how can we help?
Boom! I love coming up with like quick trivia questions. I always want there to be one in the chat for you guys to vote on. So I listened to one of these 4 artists / groups. Which one do you think I listened to today?
Yeah, I know we're excited, but I am noticing some pretty severe red flags about this new position. It's a director of sales position. Everybody in this department is, the turnover is extremely high.
Rated Frog, street performers.
They're very upset.
Street performers.
They've been there for months.
What are they upset
So
about?
I'm kind of, well, my sales reps, they have 0 leads. There's no.
Kurt Good, thank you so much.
Were they promised late?
Believe it or not, I went to my 9 to 5 dressed, not with these antlers and not with the Jingle Bell necklace, but I went to work with these Jingle Bell earrings and this sweater because we had our holiday party today. It was very fun.
Is this a new company?
No, this company's been around for a significant period of time. They went through a transition recently.
This doesn't sound like a problem. It sounds like
Welder's Fence. You got it right. I'm listening to I think he's my favorite person on YouTube. I hesitate to call him a YouTuber because he predates YouTube. I mean, he's like 65, but it is Dave Ramsey who I've got on in the back. I like to stay up to date on the episodes, and it's a talk radio show, and they're on the air Monday through Friday, and they have an in-studio audience, and they film the in-studio sessions Monday through Friday and then upload it to their YouTube channel. So I like to just turn it on if I've seen, like if I've gotten the notification, but I haven't yet, listened to the upload. Class 20, I know, this was the only like decent sized bowl that I had, so I just went for it. Mo Gooder, ooh. I think I might save that as a trivia question. My favorite, like, franchise universe. I'm gonna keep that for later, so I'll keep you in suspense. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate you. Appreciate the positivity. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm at 17% as well. Just the type of music you like. Also cheated, looked on Google for last appearances. That's another good way to. I mean, you could do research. I think that's fair. Okay. Heard good, yeah, but Rich was asking, Hannah, do you go for a run on Christmas or a day off? I'm thinking I'll probably go, because I usually run on Thursdays, so I'll probably go for a run on Christmas Day and then make my way over to my parents' house, which is where we all gather to open up Christmas presents. Jacoby is asking, have you ever met any celebrities? Have I met any celebrities? I don't think I have. I'd have to think about that. But off the top of my head, no. I don't think so. Rich, was it you who said throw in? No, it was Mo Gooder. Says toss in Game of Thrones. Yeah, favorite franchise / universe. I love that. Game of Thrones. I'll do Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I mean, there's so many. There's other ones I love too. But I would say these are my top 4. This is actually really hard. But I do know which one is my fave. Jacoby, CJ McCrae, good to see you, CJ. Kurt, good. Thanks, Kurt. Favorite running shoes? Brooks Adrenaline shoes. I've got one pair right there that you can see. And then the other pair is like a couple shelves down. So there and there. Fuzzy Paws is back. Hello, Fuzzy Paws, welcome back. Celebrity you would like to meet? Future question. Oh my god, there's so many. That's a really tough question.
New York. My wife and I are approaching our 60s.
Yeah.
Including our home, have a net worth of over $2.5 million.
Celebrity
$125,000 in
I
our
want
we bring home about $14,000
to
a month, and our
meet.
expenses are about $3,500. I plan to partially retire from my job soon.
I bought some tasty cookies. Nice. Andre Carter, Hannah, pleasure to see you streaming tonight. Yep, I'm streaming every single day of December, all the way to the end of the month. So you can catch me on here every day.
Like pork sausage sticks, only this time enjoying home-cooked dinners instead of ramen noodles to help us with the transition.
Okay.
Does that make sense at this stage, or are we in a good enough position? to
So
start
I'm just
shifting
gonna
towards
be-
balance and enjoyment?
I'm breaking down the pieces of tofu in here. I just don't want it sloshing around toward my computer. But I just use a spatula to
You guys need to, read
break
your-
down the chunks of tofu into smaller pieces. Gordon or Dave Ramsey?
If you invested $2.5 million in a
Let's
decent
see.
growth fund, you would make $250,000.
I loved a series of unfortunate events. Yes, Chars 2.0. I feel like those haven't really carried through to Gen Z though, or Gen Alpha.
That's not invested. So this is. It's
Um,
part of the net worth, so that's not.
Gordon or Dave Ramsey? That's so hard.
The income.
So hard. Oh my gosh. Which of them? If I had to only pick one. I think I would go with Gordon Ramsay. He comes from a super rough background. Like family life was a mess. His dad would beat his mom. His brother got into drugs. Even Gordon himself, like he was on a soccer trajectory and then he had a really bad injury and that ended his soccer career. And then he pivoted into the culinary world. So I think I feel like I would want to just talk to him about, also it's just with Gordon Ramsay, I want to know how he's able to juggle so much and like still make time for family, and I feel like he executes at such a high level consistently. I'm just like, how do you do this? Like he operates on so little sleep. He's one of those people who operates on like 3 hours of sleep. He has 6 children. He's been with his wife for ages. And I just want to be like, can you just tell me your secrets, Gordon? Like, how are you able to run all these restaurants, be on all of these shows? He recently came out with a book. He does marathons. He does ultra races. He does, I think, triathlons. Like, he's an avid biker. And he spends time with his 6 kids and wife. And I'm just like, dude, how on earth? I know he has like tons of resources and a team that support him, but still I'm just like, how do you not physically and mentally just like break from all of the stuff that you're doing? I would love to know his secrets. Okay, Gordon, much more interesting. Alexander, have you ever met anyone with a YouTube channel? I don't think I have. No. William Berry, I gave Gene Simmons my autograph when he was an obnoxious teenager. Cool. NC says, I listen to Linkin Park every day. Nice. Let's see. Kurt, Mo Gooder, it's all about being hungry for success. Yes, but there's a lot of people who are hungry for success. However, there is just a breaking point for the human body. And I want to understand, because I've tried it myself. I've tried drastically reducing my sleep, just working constantly every single day, and I just have like, my body just can't handle it. Like I have gotten sick. I've like injured myself, like my focus dropped, my energy levels dropped, like it just, I want to know how he is able to physically sustain that level of, like that work volume and perform he's so like top notch. I feel like he never misses. And I just want to know how he's able to perform at such a high level under really stressful situations all the time while juggling all this stuff. I'm like in awe of how he's able to do it. All right, I'm gonna eat some veggie burgers. Yaba, thought you went to YouTube events. Yeah, I feel like that doesn't really count. Like, I feel like meeting someone with a YouTube channel shouldn't be like, oh, I went to a YouTuber event. I feel like it'd be more like I met a YouTuber who's like a large YouTuber, or I met them like in the wild. It's not an organized event put on by YouTube itself. Mo Gooder, true story, there are limits. I'm sure he has outstanding diet exercise schedule. Yeah, but what's wild is if you go on the internet and you look up Gordon Ramsay sleep hours, like how many hours does Gordon Ramsay sleep? It's like 3 hours a night in multiple sources. And I mean, he sleeps in on the weekends, but I'm like, dude, one day of getting 3 hours of sleep is absolutely crazy to me. And the fact that he's able to do all these physical feats like marathons, ultra races, triathlons, etc. And he operates in different time zones because he's got restaurants that he oversees in Europe as well as throughout the United States. And I'm like, how on earth does your body not break? Martha Stewart is another one where she can operate on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. She doesn't care. She openly says, I don't care how much sleep I get. Which to me, I'm like, I feel absolutely miserable, and physically I notice I can see the effects of lack of sleep. But yeah, I would love to sit down for a long dinner with Gordon Ramsay and just pick his brain about like, how do you handle stress? How do you organize your time? How do you stay on track? How do you perform so consistently at such a high level? How do you operate in all these different time zones? How do you manage, difficult emotions? Like if you're upset one day, you wake up feeling super unmotivated. Something happens with like your family, like if your wife is going through something serious, or if one of your kids is going through something serious, how are you able to manage that while also managing all this other stuff? I need to know the man's secrets. I don't even know if they're secrets, but he just fascinates me. Rich, fun fact, I work with the Prime Minister of Canada's nephew. Wait, the nephew of Canada's Prime Minister, I think. That's awesome. Gordon is wired differently, I guess. Part of me wants it to not be the case that he's wired differently, but I feel like there are just some people who are physically built differently, and they can just operate on no sleep, basically no sleep, and perform so highly with no sleep. Yeah.
And it becomes a curse rather than a blessing. And so that's what I don't want to do here.
Alrighty, so I got one of my delicious veggie burgers, and a lot of you know I just eat my burgers plain. I don't eat them with buns.
If you could end up with a chunk of money and
French's yellow mustard. Chip Broadhead. Molto is here. Hello, Smooth Will. So, yellow mustard. Let's go. And then, of course, pickles. Love me some dill pickle chips. Lots of mustard too, yes. I love yellow mustard. So I'm just putting on some dill pickles. Boop. Kirby sent another happy poop. Thank you, Kirby. I want to make sure I've got you on the list. Yes, I do. Let's see. Do you recommend veggie burgers at Walmart? Good question. I don't think I've ever purchased veggie burgers at Walmart. Unfortunately, I don't live close enough to a Walmart here in Minneapolis I would have to drive far away to get to the nearest one, just to go to other grocery stores. But I know Walmart has really good vegan veggie options in general, so I highly recommend going to Walmart.
I don't know, there's a part of me that you may be paying that regardless.
But you gotta eat.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay lights and insurance. And
Me too.
You got no money coming.
A burger and mustard go together.
That's how we got
Yes.
this out.
Yeah,
So,
the alimony could help if there's any of that child support, yeah.
Thank you, Kurt, for the 100 and Molto.
Sorry, Jackie.
Got you guys. Pickles too, actually, Alexander. Actually, I have a second jar of pickles, so I'm set. I never want to be without pickles.
I love entrepreneurs. Don't forget, guys, I started my company on the card table myself. So I know what it's like to have people counting on you, your team, your family, not to mention your customers. And when you're
Does it taste like a real burger? This one doesn't because it's made out of quinoa. So you can taste, like, the texture is not the same as meat. It tastes and has the texture of grains and veggies. I would say if you're looking for a veggie burger that mimics a real meat burger, go for the Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger. Those two are, I think you could fool most people, honestly. Young Chazi, is there a Ralph's grocery store in Minneapolis? I've never heard of Ralph's. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think we have a Ralph's. Is that a chain of grocery stores?
Not guesswork. NetSuite AI flags inventory issues, cash flow
Uh-oh.
risks, even supplier delays before they become problems. So you can trust the data.
HB the Gable. I was gonna look up Ralph's
Take a free product tour today at
grocery store.
netsuite.com/Ramsey. That's netsuite.com/Ramsey.
Near me. Let's see what happens. There are no Ralph's grocery stores in or near Minneapolis. Ralph's primarily operates in California. Interesting, there's locations in the Midwest. Yeah, I don't know. Let me zoom all the way out and see. Yeah, I don't think there's any in Minnesota. I've never heard of it before now. That's all you're eating tonight? No, you missed me eating a salad. I'm gonna have some other stuff too. Cosborn, do you like sweet potato fries? I absolutely love sweet potato fries. OMG. William Berry says mostly SoCal. Got it. That would explain it. Bentley sent a 100. Thank you, Bentley. There's carpet in Ralph's. What? Carpet in a grocery store. That's unusual. Bentley Underhill Animations. Got you written down. All right. I just spent my last 2 gems for the 100. Thank you, Bentley. Very sweet of you. Bentley Underhill. Appreciate you. Also, guys, we're at 12.2k subs. Feels like we were just crossing 12, and now we're at 12.2, which is really exciting. You guys know me too well. So, Young Chazi, I'll take any spot that's got someone behind the deli counter. Parker, tofu burger, no. So this is a quinoa burger. It was like a frozen burger that I made. I've got a second one. I think I'll eat it. Debating. Catalina Crunch on the menu tonight. I laughed when I saw that because I usually will have Catalina Crunch first thing in the morning for breakfast and then last thing at night as like my dessert, like dessert cereal. Yeah, I've got loads of Catalina Crunch. I'll show you guys. I've really been feeling this cinnamon toast Catalina Crunch. And for those of you who don't know me, you're new here or you haven't seen me feature Catalina Crunch before, all-time favorite cereal. It's so good. It's called Catalina Crunch, protein cereal. There's different varieties. This one is meant, like, it reminds me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch by General Mills. And this is roughly what it looks like. I think that's a pretty good picture. But what is so nice about this, so it's got 11 grams of protein, great source of fiber, 0 sugar if you can believe it. It's sweetened with monk fruit, stevia, and I think chicory root, if I'm not, yeah, I think chicory root is in here too. And it's really cool because the founder of Catalina Crunch is a type 1 diabetic, and it says here on the back of the package, it says, where is this? Diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic, I created Catalina Crunch as I can't read backwards, but basically the little bio blurb here from the founder, Krishna, is saying like, I am a type 1 diabetic, so obviously I have to watch my sugar intake because it's like very serious for type 1 diabetics. But this was made by someone who has to watch their sugar because of medical reasons, and wanted something that tasted sweet and was really nice, but obviously wasn't like a sugar bomb. So I think that's really cool about Catalina Crunch. So it's vegan. I don't think it has a vegan label on here, but all the ingredients are vegan. It's non-GMO, it's keto, gluten-free, and a great source of protein. And the protein comes from pea protein. That's like the Catalina flour on the back. And it's kosher if you follow a kosher diet.
I was thinking you were a 6'8" guy, just listening to.
Reaper says, Bentley, I just made a spring walk from Five Nights at Freddy's. I have seen like trailers for Five Nights at Freddy's. I know there's a second one that is already out maybe, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually have not seen Five Nights at Freddy's. I love the lead actress. I can't remember her name, the blonde girly. And then the guy who was in the Hunger Games, what's his face? Josh. Is it Josh Hutcherson? Josh Hutcherson? I think that's his name. Wow, 2 bowls a day. Safe to say you're a fan. Honestly, it's like a protein boost. I love it, and if it's like I really watch my protein intake every single day, and Catalina Crunch, I'm like, great, I'm getting 11 grams of protein with every bowl. Solid. Mo Gooder says Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best. Cosborn says, sad I know this much about a stranger. I don't think it's sad. Rich with the Catalina emojis. Parker, I'll try to find it. William Berry. Ooh, my family spends every 4th of July on Catalina Island. That sounds beautiful. Alexander, do you remember the A&P supermarkets? No, I don't. I don't think I ever went to one. Too Evil to Hope, good to see you. How are you doing with all this snow? I'm glad I caught another delicious recipe being prepared by you. I don't know, I mean, I've been eating, I made a salad. I do have some tofu going in the background. I'm gonna check on it really quick, you guys.
What do you got there? I mean, they probably need somebody today. I mean, it's Black Friday, you know, everything's moving. So retail's not running.
So that's almost done. Also, I actually need to use something in this Target package tonight on this live stream for the tofu scramble. So I figured I would just unbox this package that I got from Target today. Yaba says I make my own pickles from my kitchen garden. Delish. Catalina wine mixer says molto. It's the freaking Catalina wine mixer. LOL. Anyone get? Oh, I didn't like Step Brothers and I forgot it. Young Chazi. Molto pow. Funny. I went to an AM PM once and the Gravedigger Monster truck was sitting outside. An AM PM once. I don't know what that means. You'll have to explain. So let's unbox this. Unbox these Target products. Pickle Lady. Died this summer. All right, oopsies. Oh shoot, did I puncture it? Dang it. I think I was a little too aggressive with my scissors. So surprise, surprise, look what's in this package. So this is the chocolate peanut butter variety of Catalina Crunch. I actually bought 2 packages of it, so I'm gonna put these in my little pantry. And then I'm almost out of my Morton's iodized salt, so I got a brand new beautiful Morton iodized salt container. Okay, so curry powder, that's what I need to use tonight for my tofu scramble. And then I'm most excited for this. I hope it held up well, but I'm thinking of doing, like I'd like to craft this gingerbread house, like maybe Friday night. I feel like tomorrow I'll be too tired, but I think I'm gonna tentatively plan to do this mini gingerbread house kit on Friday night this week. Because you guys, we got 2 weeks until Christmas. We got Molto, but that tastes like Reese's cereal. I love curry powder. Mo Gooder, branding childhood emotional connections. Hope you got the black pepper too. Oh, actually, I have another black pepper, so I'm set on the black pepper. All right, I'm gonna put this lovely gingerbread house kit over to the side. Bring my tofu scramble over here. Why that specific salt? I grew up with Morton salt and I absolutely love it. And I loved the like the cute girl in the yellow dress with the umbrella, like spilling the salt. So I've just stuck with it for my whole life. It has like a nostalgia factor. Shoot, gotta get that thing out of here.
You just wipe it out, there's no emotional sacrifice at that point. So you guys have to have a standard of living that you can
Let's see if
live
I can
on.
get this off.
And you guys feel good about creating these new money
Molto just for you. I haven't had a carb since 2004.
Choose to use that money, 3 years down the
All
road,
these
buy a
references that I
house,
don't
use it for your
get.
life. You have to-
Is this still Step Brothers? Catalina is just off the coast of my hometown. Some weird things go on in that area. I believe it. Alrighty, so new curry powder. Oh, so glad to have more curry. I hate when I run out. HBG, the label. Molto. Rich, did you touch my drum set? Oh, I know this scene. I hate that scene in Step Brothers. Oh, it's so gross. Don't touch my drum set.
The Ramsey Show in the Fairwinds Credit Union Studio. Rachel Cruz, #1 best-selling author. Ramsey first.
Alrighty.
Co-host.
Is
Phones at 888-825.
Elf your favorite Will Ferrell movie? That's a good question. I should save this as a trivia question, actually. I'm not gonna answer that and see.
Single mother of 7 children, in the process of getting a divorce, and I do not make enough money to survive.
Has more in so many activities.
Gosh, where are you guys in the divorce process?
We have only just had one hearing.
Alright, so
Is he right?
Other than that, it's still, no.
let's get this tofu scramble finished off, guys.
It's up to your attorney to get off his butt and talk to the judge about sending a woman with 7 children some money.
Yeah, well, right now we're having the kids half and half.
I
So
don't
he gets 1 week,
care.
I get him a week. Yeah.
Dave Ramsey.
You'll be writing checks to
So he's so firm.
the state.
LMAO. Yeah, but I remember the last gingerbread house looked like it was made from concrete. What do you mean? Which one was that?
But I don't have the funds to get anyone else at this point, so,
Oh, you need to pick up the phone and chew their ass.
yeah.
You say that?
I just said that. I mean, I got a lady with 7 children.
Dave Ramsey just swore.
And the attorney's sitting on their phone.
He just said to this woman who's getting a divorce with 7 children and needs money, he's like, you need to get on the phone with, I think, an attorney and chew their ass. And his daughter, who's also like co-hosting with him, she's like, can you say that? And he's like, I just did. Very unlike Dave Ramsey to say that. But he got very fired up in defense of this woman who's getting a divorce. I was like, ooh, very rare occasion that you hear Dave Ramsey swear like that. Spicy.
She's at the Twins.
When are you
Alrighty.
starting the EMT gig?
Well, there is a possible opening in January.
Alright, oh, Kaden the Goat, thank you. Sorry, I'm a little scattered, but Kaden, thank you for sending the 100. Cosborn Hannah, were you ever a fan of The Office? Ooh, no. Oh my gosh, so horrible. I was ranting about this earlier. So, what blows my mind is that, I mean, not everyone who watches The Office is an office worker, but for me, I find it so depressing that people spend their whole working lives sitting at an office desk in a cubicle, all this gray, all this just, ugh, like this office environment. And then they go home from work, from sitting in an office all day, and they turn on The Office and watch The Office, and I'm just like, why? It's like, it's so, I'm like, oh my god, your whole life is just an office. I just find it so depressing and shocking that it's so popular. So no, I don't find it funny. I've never found Steve Carell funny. And same with the glasses dude, Dwight, don't think he's funny. What's his face? From A Quiet Place. Oh, he's with Emily Blunt. John. It's like an M name. But I find him endearing. I don't find him funny. Nothing about The Office I find funny.
17 of our 18 years.
Yes, absolutely cannot stand The Office. You got that right, NC. Young Chazi, I would go there, but I'm going to respect Hannah's live stream. Alexander, I remember Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live. Yes, I thought he was very funny on Saturday Night Live. Oh my god, Dave is going off. He just said to this woman who's getting a divorce about her husband, he said, this dude is so neutered, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
I love it when like fiery Dave Ramsey comes out on the air. Alexander Mulgooder, she is not a Michael Scott fan. Carrie, were there vegan options at your Christmas party? Yes, I ate some delicious dishes at the holiday party today.
Money from my daughter to be able to pay the retainer.
What are you making? I am making curry tofu scramble. Don't upset the Dave. Exactly. I feel like you get like wolf Dave Ramsey that comes out. He's just, or like Hulk. It's just like,
In that case, $91 a day.
in certain circumstances, you can just tell he gets so upset. He's just like, this is unacceptable. This is terrible. Especially when it's someone in a tough position, like this woman who's a mom of 7. And it's been rough divorce proceedings with her, and like I don't think she's getting any support from her soon-to-be ex-husband.
Right.
Not great. Dave is not happy.
The problem is the reason that my daughter is at our house is because she was suicidal. And
Alexander, Dave Ramsey is anti-divorce. I thought, no, he's not actually, no. So in some cases, they do say like this is, you need to get a divorce. If there's harm, if there's danger, if there's abuse, if there is like financial infidelity to the point of like the person has been gambling away thousands and thousands for years, if there's cheating, it's like they will say like this is not a true marriage, like this is putting you in a dangerous position. And especially if there's kids involved, like they will say like this is not okay. It's cringe humor, not for everyone. Dwight is the GOAT. What's a movie you find funny? Dumb and Dumber. David Gomez, women like you is hard to find. I don't know. I feel like I work with a lot of women who are like me. Stay golden, pony boy. Last Step Brothers reference. Makes me think of The Outsiders, that line, which is a book I really love. I had to read it in middle school. Pony boy. Come on, Curry. Come on out of there.
she's in school though.
Not right now. She's in Christmas right now.
Well, yeah, that's in a week and a half. So Christmas break.
Yeah, so you've got to create some income. $204. What are you eating on?
We did qualify for food stamps, and so that food stamps is taking care
David says you're rare. Constantine.
Some friends from church stepped up and helped out with some stuff that has helped cover gas.
Toxic Mayhem is back. Hello. Maybe you are like you because you're attracted to those that are like you. Well, it's the same work environment. We're attracted to the same type of work.
Blaming me for everything.
Yeah, so, listen, I want you to hang out, but I want you to call your attorney and say, I don't start getting some checks immediately out of this guy to feed these 7 children. We're over here on.
Rich boats and
These 7
hoes.
children, he's paying nothing, you're not doing your job
Yeah, okay,
right now.
alright.
Do your
All
job.
right.
Sorry.
Do
And
your
hey,
job.
hold on the line, Chris is gonna go, we have all these gift cards.
Yeah, but I hated office parties. I was always asked to play every year. I mean, I would take it as a compliment, Yabba. And you're still putting your musical abilities to use with your village gatherings, your village festivities. So, I mean, I think it's cool that you were asked to, you know, entertain at the office. Let's see, nice molto. A woman like you are hard to find still. Cisse, I am making tofu scramble. I think I need a little more curry. All right, and then I'm gonna grab my other spices that I love to add. And those are turmeric, beautiful, vibrant turmeric, and paprika.
Monday a week. I'm so confused.
Shopping week.
Cyber Monday week.
Let's
Deal
see.
time. Yeah, we've been
Deep proof.
sale. It's longer than a week.
We love it.
Wow, all of those were in 1994?
$12.
That doesn't seem possible. That man must have been working around the clock and not sleeping much. That seems like such a feat of human nature to do all of those things. Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective all in 1994. Wow. Love him. The comedy goat. Can't get enough Jim Carrey.
My husband is 43, and we have nothing saved for retirement, and, we don't own a house. Correction, we own a house, but it's a rental right now, and we're thinking of selling it. And then my husband has about 100,000 in it.
That's a wild fact. I know. I completely agree. That
I'm a little nervous.
makes me really respect him. I mean, not that I didn't before, but that is those 3 iconic movies all in one year. Wild. Man, he must have been grinding so hard to pull that off.
Absolutely.
Desert Rain Frog, Cosborn, it's getting thirsty in here tonight. Is it? I think I'm gonna make some burger patties too. Eat with Hannah. Feel free to, Molto.
We don't rent things,
Oh.
because my husband had a job relocation
Oh, okay.
to Daytona Beach.
Where is the rental house?
Why didn't you sell the other house?
Yeah, my husband has some sentimental issues. It was his first house that he ever bought, and he just didn't want to get rid of it. It actually was
He should get rid of that and his old girlfriend's phone number both. Seriously. Get rid
I
of
think
it.
In Living Color put out more stars than SNL.
Get rid of it.
Ooh. I feel like I've watched so much more SNL in my life that I don't know if I can say which one, because I haven't seen as much In Living Color. Also, In Living Color it didn't run as long as SNL. SNL is still going. Didn't it just turn 50 years old?
Correct.
In Living Color was only, I think, a few years.
15-year fix for the payments no more than a 4th year take home.
All right, so this is looking pretty well scrambled. Oh, I can feel a sneeze coming. All these spices.
Maybe step 2 when you sell this house and you buy a
Let's
house,
see.
with that money, you
Molto,
have a-
NC, Toxic. All the girls in my office eat hot Cheetos and don't care about their health.
I love
And if they do, they got at least a kid or are way too old for me. Okay. I mean, work isn't the only place to look though. If you're looking for a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. Young Chazi Molto, he's a legend of the 90s. You're talking about Jim Carrey. He is like, oh my god, my all-time favorite comedian. No one makes me laugh harder than James Carrey. That man is so dang funny. Even thinking about him makes me laugh. Because all I can picture are like his stupidest moment, like his doofiest looking moments in Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Cable Guy, Truman Show, oh gosh, In Living Color, Fire Marshal Bill, Rich with Jim, yep, he's from Canada, absolutely, yep. Such a national treasure of Canada. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of that knife, and did I forget something? I'm gonna put away the other veggie burger I have. I'm not gonna eat it right now. But I am gonna eat some of this tofu. Oh, what am I doing? So yeah, here's the other, if you're wondering, this is what the cooked Amy's veggie burger looks like. You can definitely tell it's made out of quinoa greens. Doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to trick myself into thinking I'm eating real meat. But I'm gonna save this for another day. And what I'm thinking...
I can't do 4 years in my head, but the...
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna polish off the rest of this quinoa, because I like to have tofu with like a grain so that it's protein and then grain. It's not just pure tofu. I actually am going to have the very last bit of this tabbouleh that I made, I think it was 2 nights ago. So I'm gonna get this on my plate. Reaper, everyone. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm doing good. Deadpool and Wolverine are Canadian too. The Mask was such an underrated movie back then. I mean, I feel like people appreciate it now. At least that's the vibe that I get. So funny. I need to rewatch it. It's been, oh my goodness. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been over a decade since I last watched The Mask. Also, like, baby Cameron Diaz was in that. She looks so, like, so little, so young in that. Not little, but just compared to what I think of her looking like now. She looks so young. Baby. Alright, so there's the rest of that. And then gonna just serve up some of this tofu. Try not to spill it. Oh, dang it. Always do. Oh, the lady on the phone right now is crying. Oh.
We've been paying $7,500 a month for my mom to be in an assisted living, and she blew her entire retirement.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Sorry guys. I'm just listening to a pretty horrible call right now.
I am sitting here supporting her, and it's frustrating to me. And then I look at her and I look at me, and I'm like, you're gonna
Jim Carrey was hilarious in Living Color. Ever hear the Jim Carrey $10 million check story? Yes, I did hear that. To me, that is like one of the most compelling cases of like manifestation. It just, I was like, this makes me, because I think of him as such a doofus, And the fact that he was so set on, he's like, I am going to make it. I am going to make this amount of money. I'm going to be successful.
Okay?
Makes him just
The other way,
even better in my head.
not the same.
The Mask was her first movie. I think I knew that about Cameron Diaz. Thank you, Toxic Mayhem. I'm gonna grab a spoon.
Where it's dysfunctional, and that's in Russian foot.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you, Toxic Mayhem, for sending the flower gift. Also, I need to take a screenshot for my shout out post. Sometimes I forget to do that, and I'll get this one right here. Perfect. Thank you. Gotcha, Carrie. Hannah, is your birthday coming up? No, it was back in September. It's not my birthday. My birthday was 3 months ago.
And they prey on the elderly, though. I'm not kidding you. That was like the scam of the century.
That's been around since before the internet.
No, it was like the forward.
Let's see, who did I miss up here? John, hello, Sharice Brewster. Funny as heck. Ever seen his stand-up? No, I don't think I've seen Jim Carrey's stand-up before. Just his movies. The Grinch, I actually don't like Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Everything about that movie, I was just like, I do not like this. I think it's because I was raised on the animated version of The Grinch. And so just, I just was not a fan. Hannah, I know you don't care for Seinfeld, but check out Jim Carrey's Seinfeld impression sometime. It's awesome. The only way that I'm watching anything Seinfeld related is so that I can understand a Jim Carrey comedy bit. David Gomez, I don't eat bread all that often, to be honest, so I try to avoid processed grains as much as I can, as well as processed, refined, added sugars. I just like, that stuff just spikes your blood sugar like crazy. And I feel like naturally I love, like I have like a weakness for it. I love sweet things, and I could eat like a million donuts. I could eat a whole loaf of bread. I could eat a plate full of waffles and pancakes. But yeah, processed grains and refined, processed, added sugars, those two things, I'm really trying to just reduce as much as possible without fully eliminating them, because I do really like dessert. But I feel like my food rules as they exist now, basically I want to treat refined, added sugar and processed grains as both dessert items. It's like we treat chocolate like a dessert item, we treat Jolly Ranchers like a dessert item. It's like it's a sweet treat. And so I feel like if I'm gonna eat refined grains or added sugar, I want it to show up in specifically, intentionally, I want it to be a dessert item, like a cupcake, a slice of vegan cheesecake, a piece of pie. But I just don't want all the breads and carbs and sugars showing up in all my different meals. I don't think it's necessary. And I generally, I feel better when I avoid processed grains and sugars anyways. Homie the Clown, yeah, homie, don't play that. Yes, love it. Thanks, Birch Josh. Silver Star, Young Chazi, I don't think so. Homie, don't play that. Yep, there you go. Carrie, Hannah, okay, that was the birthday comment. William Barry, Mo Gooder, Jim Ron, Cameron Diaz in the Mask. She was very beautiful. She is very beautiful. Crosstown Rival, D Proof, Alexander Lab. Jim Carrey was a guest on WYCD country radio station in Detroit. Ooh, didn't know that. That's cool.
I wouldn't do that. I instead would just accept grace, move on.
LBC in the house.
And, you can think about the time.
Sea King is here. Hello, Sea King.
The first night I got my driver's license, I went to the pizza at my dad's pickup, and the first thing I did was jump back into the guy's Corvette.
I'm listening to Dave Ramsey tell a story about himself. Troy Gabe, you look like you have a very clean and organized house. I think so. I mean, the thing is, there's stuff around. There's there's a scarf thrown on the sofa, rolls of wrapping paper. I've got a decent amount of stuff around my kitchen. What you're seeing here is pretty tidy, but if I turn this to the side, you'll see I've got dishes in my sink. I've got all my ingredients. I've got stuff over here, you know, just sitting around. So it's not like there's nothing out and about. There's like a little bit of clutter, but it's not dirty. Like I don't like to live or operate in filth, but I can do some clutter. Where am I here? Are you happy where you went to college? Yes, Troy. So some of you know this, but for those of you who don't know, I did go to Yale University. I tried so hard in high school, and I have, oh my God, I'm eternally grateful. To the day I die, I am so beyond grateful to high school me for trying as hard as I did. I got straight A's. I was my class valedictorian. I did amazing on my SAT. I studied my butt off. I did a bunch of activities. And I applied. I actually was going to apply to Yale, but my mom was like, just apply. The worst that can happen is they reject you and then you go somewhere else. So I attended Yale University. I was a double major there. And what's so nice, you guys, about the Ivy League schools, they're expensive. Like if you just Google the tuition at Harvard, Yale, whatever, Princeton, Dartmouth, Cornell, they all have really high tuition rates, but they're also the wealthiest colleges. They have insane endowments. Like let's just Google the Yale endowment right here. How much is Yale's endowment 2025? This is basically like the funds that they have available to like give scholarships. Here you go. As of June 30th, 2025, so half a year ago, Yale University reported its endowment was valued at approximately $44 billion. And something that I like amazing that the Ivy League schools do is they look at your family's income bracket, and if you're like super, super wealthy, then the family basically pays the full price of tuition. So for example, I had a roommate at Yale, and both of her parents were doctors, and she openly told me, she's like, yeah, I'm not getting a penny from Yale because my parents are just like writing a check for tuition every year because they're like super wealthy. I come from like a very middle class background, and so based on, there's like this, it's like a table of financial aid assistance. And so when my family input like the numbers, like this is how much we make a year, most of my tuition was covered, and then my parents had to pay like a few thousand a year, and then I had to work a job during the school year and then over the summer. But like they paid for most of it, and I have like I have no student debt whatsoever, because like they just, it's great because like the Ivies have so many billions to throw at student aid, and you know, I think it's a fair system. It's like if you have the resources to write a $75,000 check 4 years in a row to send your kids here, we're gonna have you pay for it because you don't need aid. But in my case, like my family would not have been able to write $75,000 checks every single year for every year of college for me. And I wasn't wanting that, and they weren't wanting that, so I got a significant amount of financial aid from Yale, and then the remainder was just a few thousand that my parents had to pay every year, and then I had to contribute by working jobs each of the 4 years, but it meant that I didn't have any student debt coming out. So if you think it's expensive to go to Ivy League schools, do your research because it does depend on your economic background. I know people who went to Yale who come from like very like working class poor families, and they got a full ride. Like everything was covered by Yale. It's amazing. We got Cosborn, take care, Anna and Chad, Toxic Mayhem. Yes, I did go to Yale. Actually, one of my ornaments is my graduation picture. I'll show you guys.
And on the other end of the spectrum, you got Rob still keeping a list
20 years later.
20 years later. So, yeah, I'd probably either pay it back or burn the list.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get it off your plate.
One side or the other.
Get it off your plate. Put evidence hanging back there in the back of your head.
I think my mom put this together for me. But yeah, so this is on my Christmas tree.
And just let go. Perfectly fine with that. Again,
So I took this photo when I was a senior.
and impugn that
at Yale.
Principle on everyone else.
Edward,
That's not the sense I
Troy
had.
Gabe,
It's a very nuanced individual situation.
Birch Josh, Carrie, go Bulldogs, yep, Bula Bula. You need a thug in your life. I would say I already have one actually. Toxic, Cosborn, Young Chazi. Nice and tidy. Some historians say those colleges won World War II. Whoa. Toxic Mayhem, Mark Moreno. Reaper. I adopted a random cat that walked into my house. Yeah. I remember your comment, I think yesterday, but it turns out this cat is deaf. Graduated from UC Riverside. So that's part of the California system, right? I know UC Berkeley, UC Davis, UCLA, but I don't know how many are in the UC system.
So I just graduated in May from college.
My brother-in-law has a brother who went to Harvard. Nice. Oh, Harvard. I've been to Harvard a few times just to visit for different things. It's beautiful, but it never appealed to me. I'm not a big fan of Boston or the Cambridge area. I just loved the vibe of Yale, so I wanted to go there.
And just the best way to go about paying effectively.
How many do you have?
It's 10 different levels.
Troy says, you articulated that so well. You're also very humble for explaining it the way you did. I think that scholarship is well deserved. I would say what I want people to know is that it was like when you just look at the overall cost, like it's such a shame to me to think that there would be very, very competitive applicants to go to Yale and they don't end up applying because they just look at the sticker price of tuition and they don't even realize that Yale just like throws scholarship money. It's very I think it's such a like well thought out, generous, common sense way that they do it, so that it's like basically they don't want cost to be a barrier to you. They look at your financial situation, what your parents are able to contribute, and it just seems really reasonable. Like if they're interested in you, I feel like they will find a way to fund your bachelor's degree. It's like, it's awesome. That's all I can say. Like 10 out of 10 experience. I loved it. I'm actually going to my Yale 10-year reunion in May next year. It's going to be really fun.
Christmas is my date. Say it out loud.
I know. I do look young in this photo in my college graduation photo. Baby Hannah. Almost 10 years old now. I took this I would have taken this in the spring of 2016. So we're going on 10 years ago. Cosmic, says Wesley. Alexander, all grains are processed to some extent. How much processing? I don't want to eat grains that are processed into a flour, which mean any baked goods, any breads, any bagels, any muffins, that sort of thing. No. If you can look at a grain and identify, like it looks like what it would look like in nature, that's great. So like rolled oats, whole wheat, quinoa, like I can see these grains of quinoa, but if it's been refined into a bread-like product, I don't eat that. Poll question, no doubt, without a doubt, is Taylor, says Hog Hog. Hello, Hog Hog, good to see you. Ooh, Yaba says, Hannah, you know what's gonna be my next profile picture. Love it. William Berry, I don't know anybody that's gone to an Ivy League school. You know me. I think I count. You know me. Bazooka. I'm not adding mods, but thank you for asking. We played y'all my junior year. Only won by 1 point. Which sport?
Okay, and what are you making here?
52,000,
What's your fiance making here?
54.
Cool. And, when will you all be getting married?
Haven't set a date, we're good for the holidays, but probably sometime in 27.
Okay, all right. And, what will your grandfather's house cost if you were to buy it?
Tax value.
William Berry, thank you. Hannah, I want you to move from Minnesota. Never. Never leaving. They would have to drag me out in chains for me to leave Minnesota. Not happening. Wesley. Hope. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. How are you?
And do you have any money?
Deep Hope, right? It's giving me the handles, but if I go to your channel, Deep Hope, yep. Wow, it's been a minute. How are you? How's life? I think you said you have a daughter, right? I'm reaching back, but I hope you're doing well. Chameleon, sorry, takes me a second. Chameleon. I made some curry tofu scramble. That's the yellow scrambled bits. And then I'm eating the very last of some quinoa tabbouleh. That's this green stuff over here.
So on the next couple
Ooh, you went to Rutgers? I toured Rutgers. My grandpa went to Rutgers. I thought about going to Rutgers. I wasn't a fan of the campus, but I loved going there knowing that it's where actually, oh my God, this is so sweet. My grandparents met at Rutgers. And I remember my grandpa sharing this story about, I don't know how it was, but it's like I think he saw my grandma at a distance and he just was like, oh, she's the one. And so it's, yeah, Rutgers is it holds a very special place in my heart because I toured there my senior year of high school and it has that history with my grandparents. Very sweet.
because you can't make any money on it.
William Berry, I know Hannah, she definitely counts.
$200,000 or $300,000 in 10 years from now.
You're talking about like the likes.
That was a bad deal.
Hope, just coming to give you a like, seeing you were on. Hope all is well. Yes, Deep Hope. Life is good. I'm doing Live Miss this year where I go live every single day of December. So you can catch me again any of the remaining days of this month. But it is good to see you. Deep Hope is right. Yep.
It'll be worth $1 million in a few years.
I thought that was your channel name. I enjoy listening to television with Hannah. Like and sub. Ernest said hi. Maglav is here.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
I have a teenage daughter. Lol. Sweet. I thought I remember you saying that. How have you been? I've been good. Surprised you're up. This is very early for me. So where I am, it's 10:12. Now 10:13 p.m. Yeah, I'm doing good. I did a 24-hour live stream the very end of November. It was like the kickoff to the Christmas season. It was called the 24 Hours of Christmas. Really fun. It went really well. I'm planning to do my next 24-hour live stream sometime, probably March or April, to kick off the spring season. And now it's just been Live Miss every single day of December, and it's been really fun. Chameleon, nice. I love it. I'm plant-based. Yes, I'm vegan. Chai Guy. Yes, I've been monetized on YouTube almost exactly a year. I would love to know the date, but it was last December when I got the notification from YouTube that I had become monetized. Like I'd reached enough public watch hours and I forget what all the criteria are. It's watch hours and subscribers, those two things. And so this has been my very first year being monetized on YouTube. It's my second job. My primary source of income is my 9-to-5 job, but YouTube this year, like starting as of this year, YouTube is now a job where I am earning income, which is great. because I've been on YouTube for 5 years, and I mean, this is the first year that I'm actually earning income. I would say I think that's how it goes for most YouTubers, where you just have to like build your channel. Think of it like an unpaid internship for months or years, and then eventually you get to a point where you're monetized, like you have enough subscribers, you have enough public watch hours, and then you can start earning AdSense revenue. You can earn stuff from like donos. There's memberships. That's another way you can earn, brand collaborations. But yes, I am monetized, and YouTube is my second job. You're doing all day lives? No. So I am doing live streams every single day of December, but so far they've been like 2 to 3 hours long. Hope you're doing as well as you're looking. Thank you, Deep Hope. I feel great. Life is good. I'm enjoying the holiday season, although it's like not stressing me out, but kind of bumming me out a little bit that we've got 2 weeks left until Christmas. It's just like, it doesn't seem like that's possible. Are your grandparents from New Jersey? I believe they both are. I'm confident that my grandma is. I feel like it could be New Jersey, but it might also be like New Hampshire or Vermont. Like I think it's New Jersey, but there's also a Kansas connection though with my grandma. So now I'm questioning if they're both originally from New Jersey. I see there's a 100 dono tower happening from Yo Favorite CEO. That's a fun username. I love this. Yo Fave CEO. I should do that as a trivia question actually. Guess my favorite CEO. Let me see if I can think of some.
We have gone and built them a casita on their house so they could get some rental income. And that brings in about $1,000.
There was another trivia question someone said, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna save that for later, and now I knew I would forget it. Okay, Deep Hope, okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying 24/7. I was like, golly, that's a lot. I did a 24-hour at the end of November, but then for December, it's all just individual lives. Have a nice evening. Good to see you. What was dating like in an Ivy League school? Yes, I did have time for it. Chars 2.0 says, nice. Pope, awesome. I'm glad to see you. I'm going to start back working after the new year. Nice. Ooh, well, enjoy the rest of that sounds glorious. You have the rest of this month off to just relax. Don't I wish? I wish, honestly, I could have the second half of December completely off and I would not return to work until like January 3rd or 4th or whatever. Alexander, White Flour has the brand. I don't care. I don't eat processed grains. MRA, girl, you look so beautiful and nice. Thank you. Chameleon, okay, I'm gonna sub now. You're pretty and vegan and have nice lives. Thank you, Chameleon. Pope says, I've been proud of you. Been following since last November when I was on my way back from Kentucky. Thank you very much. Glad to have you back. It's really fun when people I remember who I haven't seen for a while, like weeks or months, come back and I'm like, OMG, it's been a minute. How are you? So it's great to see you. William Berry says, I found Hannah by scrolling. I stayed because she's sane and dig the positive vibes. Honestly, I will say this over and over again. I cannot believe the sanity bar, the sanity threshold is so low. Like, you just have to stand in a room or sit on a couch and look at your screen and read comments. And that is literally like all you have to do to be sane. Like, that says a lot about the people who are on YouTube lives. But honestly, it's like, hey, I'll take it. If that gives me an advantage by just acting normal when there are lots of people who don't act normal, fine. Like, add that to the advantage column. And then positive vibes, that is what I'm going for. Like, nothing crazy, family friendly. You guys have heard me say this. Like, I'm going for Disney, like Disneyland, Disney Channel vibes, where it's just very clean, very safe for kids, family friendly, nothing insane, none of that stuff. Chameleon, I went to Yale University. Troy Gabe, Elon Musk. I do like Elon. Yusuf, I don't think I could bench 315. Honestly, I have no idea because I haven't done a bench press in forever, but I really don't think I could bench 315. I don't know what my threshold is though. Stakes aside, Hannah, seriously, what exactly do you take to have this sort of energy on a work night? I tend to be a sleepy zombie on weekday evenings. So I will tell you at least what I feel like works for me is I have zero chill about my sleep. I was listening to a sleep doctor the other day on a podcast. She has an MD specifically in sleep medicine. So she studies the brain and muscles and all the effects that sleep have on the body, and then she also treats patients who have sleep issues. And she's like, I need you guys to reframe your brain or to think about sleep differently. Instead of going to bed as being the end of today, going to bed is the start of tomorrow. And she's like, it's so important. You need to get enough sleep. So I would say I get as much sleep as I possibly can. I get anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of sleep on average every single night. I love sleeping. And then I avoid processed grain, like pretty much entirely, but not entirely. But for the most part, I avoid processed, like the high sugar bomb blood spike foods. So I don't eat processed grains. I avoid the refined sugars. I don't eat fried foods. I limit myself to 1 cup of coffee, caffeinated coffee every day, and I cut off my caffeine consumption by like 12 o'clock noon or 1 p.m. so that I'm not like buzzing with caffeine late at night. And I exercise every single day. And then I would say I'm like generally pretty like chill, like I don't get stressed out by much. So I think that helps me to sleep because I'm not, being kept up by a lot of stuff. But I would say for me, I think diet, exercise, and maxing my sleep. Like just, I enjoy sleep and I love it and I look forward to it. Like those 3 things help me just feel energized most of the time. Let's see. Adorthus says, Merry Christmas. Grace, I'm doing good. How about you? Hardeep Singh, hello. Mo Gooder. But you don't just read, you have a wholesome vibe about you. Thanks, Mo Gooder. I do go off on tangents, which can get me buried in the chat. Also, YouTube, come on. What I was watching in the background, it was the Dave Ramsey show from, I think, a couple days ago, and I was hoping it would just cue to the next one, but the YouTube app decided to pause. Yeah, but all this talk about vegan eating plants, you've got your poinsettia very worried. Don't worry, the poinsettia plants are safe. There's that one, and then I've got one that's like over here. So I will not be eating them. I don't even know if you can eat, I'm sure you could, but I don't know if there's like recipes with poinsettia. Hardeep Singh, hello, good to see you, Hardeep. Chameleon, I double majored in political science and German when I was at Yale. Scenic Views, William Barry, William Barry was saying that to Yusuf. To be fair, I was sweating on my 10-mile run. Chloe Bradley says yes. DJ Fly said hi. Don't feel bad. 99% of the world can't bench 315. Yeah, I'd love to hear for those of you people, like those of you in the chat that do bench pressing. I don't even know if I said that right, but if you bench press, like what is your personal best for how much you were able to bench? Because I feel like I could bench like my own weight, which is somewhere between 120 and 125. But I like maybe 150. I don't know if that's totally unrealistic. Heavy. What form of exercise do you do? I am a distance runner, so typically I run 4 times a week. I like doing different distances. So I would say my favorite distance is a 10 mile or a 10K, one of those two. But I do 5Ks, I do half marathons, and I do full marathons. And during a week, I typically run 4, 4, 4, and 7. So that would be, what, 19 to 20 miles. But that goes up if I'm training for a race. So my main form of exercise is distance running, but I also love doing HIIT workouts. I do some yoga and just going for walks. Like today, usually on Wednesdays, I'll just go for a walk to get outside, move around, do something a little more gentle than running. But I like to mix it up. Ooh, great. Ooh, hold on. I should do this as a trivia question. Who spoke at my college graduation? Because it is a well-known person. I did not run at Yale. No, I was not like a D1 athlete. I just have run for just like leisure exercise, but not competitively. I did do competitive track and field in high school, but I was not a college track athlete. Why German as a major? I started learning it at age 12 and I absolutely loved it. Stakes aside, 125. There is no way I'm twice Hannah's weight. I'm only 6'1". I need to start losing weight, LMAO. Yeah, my weight is, anytime I actually don't have a scale at home, but I probably should just because I like measuring things. You guys know I have a blood pressure monitor now. That was a brand collab. But yeah, anytime I go into the doctor's office, I know my weight floats between 120 and 125. It's never the same exact number, but it's like all of my clothes from college and like post-college still fit me. So I'm like, all right, all my clothes still fit. So I feel good. Nothing feels different. And, I've just felt very stable in my weight and in my routine for a long time. Is it Hebegeb? Sorry. What's your opinion on the fact that we know more about space than the seas that surround us? I don't know. I don't know if it bothers me, to be quite honest. Carrie, I'm so happy I inspired a trivia question. Yes, thank you so much for that. I'm gonna make sure to write you next to this trivia question so that I know who to attribute it to. Carrie. John Puntany is here. How are you, John? How's life out on the West Coast? Hope you're doing well. I'm curious because I don't think I've asked you in a while. Do you feel like pretty much fully recovered? I know you had an accident a while ago. And I don't know what the recovery timeline is for that type of an injury. Let's see. William Berry says I weigh 9,000 pounds. Seriously doubt that. Mo Gooder, just curious, does tofu have about the same consistency as eggs? I would say roughly the same consistency, especially if you use soft tofu to like break it up and then stir it around and season it. Yeah, I would say I actually intentionally scramble my tofu so that it looks like scrambled eggs. I don't eat them anymore, but I loved eating scrambled eggs when I wasn't vegan. Yaba. Oh, thank you, John Puntany. Didn't even see what that was. Thank you. Clean out the spam. Yaba just checked. Poinsettias are not poisonous, but the sap can cause irritation. Okay, so in that case, I will not consume my poinsettias. Chameleon, I'm 32 years old. Ja, ich habe Deutsch gelernt. Nicht studiert. Stakes is high. I was 170 during freshman year of college. I felt extremely skinny. So I allowed myself to gain a bit of more mass over the 14 years. First time I ever heard German was the Cat in the Hat cartoon movie as a kid. I did not realize that there's German in the Cat in the Hat movie. 250, I weighed 200 pounds. Eli Magallanes is here. Hi, Eli. Sorry. I don't know why my eyes are really itchy, but good to see you, Eli. How are you? Thank you. I want more Dave in the background. I love having him just in his twang, just sassing off in the background. Eli, so kind. Reply. Thank you for the super chat. Hope you're having a great week so far and feeling great now that it's the end of hump day. Woohoo! Just want to heart this. Come on, man. Okay. Carson, I was eating, actually, I'm about to like plate up a little bit more tofu, but I made some curry tofu scramble for dinner. And I think this could use a little more salt. I tend to go light on the salt because it's harder to fix if you put on too much at first. My hands are really red today. I don't know why. But despite what they may look like, this is not scrambled eggs. This is actually a curry tofu scramble. I eat this almost every single day. I love it. So good. Eli says, I want a bite. Stakes is high. W for Eli. Brian Jones, good to see you. Wes is here. Don't worry, I'm not crying. I just have itchiness all over the place. And also, like, my hands are just, it feels kind of hot in here for some reason. And I feel like when it's warm, my hands just tend to get really red. John, doing good. How are you doing? Been to the chiropractor a lot. Finished the treatment for what car insurance covered. Just waiting for the settlement with the other party's insurance company. Okay, that sounds like really good progress, John. Thank you for the update. And I'm doing good, John. I feel like it's just kind of steady at work now. To be honest, like heading into the second half of December, you can just feel people are already looking forward to Christmas and New Year's. I'm not taking those entire weeks off. Christmas lands on a Thursday this year and New Year's Day falls on a Thursday this year. I know there's people who are taking the whole week of Christmas off and the whole week of New Year's off. I didn't want to do that because I want to stockpile some PTO days for next year because I'm planning to go to Scotland for one of my travels next year. But honestly, so what? It's December 10th already. Now that we're approaching the second half of December, in my head, I'm just kind of like, I feel like mentally I'm already on Christmas vacation and New Year's vacation. So I'm feeling very relaxed. I feel like my team is in a really good spot as well at work. I feel like it's kind of winding down and then things are going to pick back up once we're all back post New Year, like once we're all back in 2026, which is insane. The fact that there's only 2 to 3 weeks left of 2025 is, my brain is not registering that. But overall, I'm feeling good, John. Life is good. Can't complain. Brian Jones, Carson. I already had salad, actually. You missed that earlier this live. Also, I am going to close the poll in just a moment. So if you have not yet voted, vote in my poll. Try and guess which artist/group I listened to. It was like on the way to work and I just was like, all right, who am I going to queue up? You make the world seem normal, and that, my friend, is winning. Yes! I mean, I was thinking this today, like, it's a cruel world, it's a brutal world. So I live in Minneapolis, and sadly, it's like you see there's like a lot of homelessness and a lot of drug use and people in really rough conditions. And it's sad, especially because now it's like freezing cold and there's tons of snow here. So it's like, I feel like I'm not oblivious to the fact that the world is a very harsh place and can be a cruel place and a bummer, like a sad place too. But it's like, you gotta celebrate the good parts too. It's a mix. But yeah, I feel like the world is relatively normal, right? I choose to not, like, part of me, sometimes I can feel kind of jaded about things where I'm like, ugh, like there's crime, there's corruption, there's these conflicts, and this person sucks, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I don't want to live like totally jaded. It's such a sad way to live. I choose to, enjoy the world for the most part. I tend to go light on the salt while she dumps a whole avalanche of salt on the plate. Not true. Young Chazi, the time has come for me to go. I've had so much fun hanging with all of y'all. I love the community on here, and honestly, I want everyone who comes to the live stream to enjoy the community here. I love the people who come here and interact with each other and leave funny comments and ask great questions and come up with good trivia questions and whatever topics of conversation. I want like the community to vibe really well, and it's really fun to see all of you getting to know each other on here. See you later, young Chazi. See ya. Have a good night. Ich dachte, Major in German bedeutet, dass du studiert hast. Wahrscheinlich habe ich es falsch verstanden. Wesley Rogue 83 model, US needs iron something. Bless his man. Yes, I do take supplements. I'm happy to show them to you guys. So I take a multivitamin. I take a women's multivitamin actually, I think you take 2 a day. But this is just like, basically, if I'm like for today, for example, I was so busy, I like didn't eat lunch. I just had some little like snacks, and it's the busy days where I know I'm not getting full, like 3 full meals in. I love taking just a multivitamin to cover my bases so that I know, like, okay, if I didn't have a ton to eat, at least I'm getting my vitamins and minerals. So I take a multivitamin every single day. And then since it's winter time and it's very dark and cold, I'm taking this vegan ADK liquid supplement. I love this stuff. This was actually a brand collaboration. We've got less than half of this left, but I love this liquid vitamin. Actually, I need to take like 1 or 2 more. So this is liquid vitamin A, D, and K right there. You can kind of see. So I'm gonna take like 1 more today. And then since everyone is getting sick, yay, with the new flu strains, and I think there's a new COVID strain, I take extra vitamin C because I'm like, I don't want to get sick. No, thank you. So these are also liquid vitamin C drops that are extracted from cherries. So yeah, I really, especially in the winter months where there's like all the buggies just making people sick, I up the vitamin D and the vitamin C every day. Ernest is here. Hello, Ernest. Thank you for sending the floating hearts. Awesome. I know I missed a few people. I wanted to scroll up here. Ooh. I saw that one. Okay, who else? Sorry. Rogue model. Carrie, yes, I was a double major, German and political science. Ernest is waving, amazing. Did your sister go to an Ivy League school too? She did not, no. Jed Clements, John says, glad to hear things are going well. Did I hear you correctly about going to Scotland next year? Yes, I'm so excited, John. So I'm tentatively planning on going to Scotland sometime in August of next summer. I haven't solidified the dates, but my plan is to go and visit a study abroad friend. She was here in Minnesota and we met up and visited and had dinner. She and her husband live in Edinburgh and they have a house, and she was like, come and visit us. We have a house. We have a guest bedroom. You don't need to stay in a hotel and we would love to host you. So I was like, oh my God, I have to go. And it's been on my travel list forever. So that is like in the works. Scotland is like the big trip that I'm planning for next year. Let's see. What part of healthcare are you? I am actually not in a healthcare clinical setting. I'm a data analyst. Brielle is here. Wes says, if that nation against whom, all right, Bible verse, I cherish your hopefulness. Yes. I feel like you got to try to be self-aware. People who are so not self-aware, it can be painful. Keep your smile, friend. Be well, says Carson. Thank you. Thank you, Rogue Model. Sorry, just reading comments here. Scott Matthews, tomorrow. Wesley, no way I'm getting old. Carrie, sorry, I meant to ask, what made you go with political science? I mean, I loved civics. I loved learning about the US government. I loved learning about foreign governments and conflicts that like throughout history. I liked history, but I wanted something that felt a little more current events, not just stuck in the past, literally as a history major. So for that reason, I love like understanding government structures, the way that they're set up, elections, lobbying, campaigns, conflicts, how nations have changed over time. So all of that made poli-sci really appealing to me. Going to bed, I got another, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thank you for the reminder, NC. I know you gotta go. 18 years we've been waiting. So sorry. Stakes is high, Scott. It's been more than 15 years. Okay. Roger that. 82. Scotland is beautiful. NC. All right. So for NC, I know you gotta go to bed. Poll number 2. Guess which of these artists / groups did I listen to today? NC, just for you, you will be very pleased to know that I listened to Linkin Park today. And it was amazing. It was not Eminem, it was not Taylor Swift, and it was not Fall Out Boy. I love all of these artists / groups, but I was feeling Linkin Park today, so I listened to them. All right, Magic Man, hello. MZR Faith, Ernest. I've been to the UK twice, same, amazing. Rogue, yeah, but Edinburgh hotels are expensive and I will not be staying in them. Let's see. Mo Gooder, being a huge Ramsey fan, you must be a student of economics as well. So I took economics in high school. I took micro and macroeconomics. I don't know. I mean, there was some like economic theory that was thrown into some of my coursework in college. But I would say, like, I know the basics, but nothing fancy. Yeah, I feel like I've learned, though, a lot from just listening to Dave Ramsey, because I don't know if he was econ major. I think he was like a business and finance major, if I'm not mistaken. John says, Scotland is awesome. I was just there last year. What parts of Scotland do you plan to visit? So I'm likely just gonna stick around the Edinburgh area because that is where my friend and her husband live, and that's where I'll be staying with them. And so, you know, I'm pretty sure they have a car. I wasn't planning this trip when they were visiting me here this past summer. But I assume that they have a car, or we would have a way to access more rural parts of Scotland. So definitely I want to like do all of Edinburgh. I'm not planning on being there for a super long time either. I'm probably going to be there for like 5 to 6 days. It's like if I was getting a hotel, it'd be one thing, but I feel like my friend and her husband both work. And it's like, you know, they've got lives, and it's, you know, when you're staying with someone and when they're hosting you, you don't want to overstay your welcome. And because it is a disruption to their life if they're hosting someone in their home. So as much as I'm able to fit into a, you know, 5-day trip, maybe 5 or 6 day trip, something I could do actually is maybe if I'm, you know, whenever I fly in to, I don't know if Edinburgh has an airport. I feel like they would. But whenever I get in, maybe what I would do is book a hotel that first night so I can sometimes I don't really want to see people when I'm fresh off of a plane and exhausted and just like not in a great, it's like your hair is fuzzy, you're tired, like you've been like cooped up in a plane. I feel like maybe what I'll do is just fly in, crash at a hotel, and then check out the next day. And then go to my friend's house. Like once I've had a chance to just maybe like shower off, get myself orderly, and then meet up with them and go to their place. But again, I'm projecting this to happen in August of next year. So there's still quite a bit of time. Michael King, off to bed for this elderly man. Sleep tight, Michael. Thanks for being here. Reaper got the poll question right. Wesley, yes. Good night, NC. So glad I could reveal it to you in time. All right. Yaba says, I got it right. I cheated again. Senior playlist. What? Where did you see my playlist? Is this available to you on YouTube? Yuto, I had a lovely day. I had a holiday party today at the office, and I actually went to work, not in antlers, not in my necklace, but I went to work in my Christmas sweater and in my Jingle Bell earrings, and people really liked them because they said you can come to work dressed in festive stuff. Normally it's like blazers, suits, ties, whatever, pretty formal. But yes, actually this is like probably the one time of the year that I can go dressed in a goofy sweater like this. Yeah, vegan haggis. Right, Wesley. EJA, thank you so much. Roger that. I can trace my family to Scotland as far back as 1143. That is so cool. Hassan HD Gamer, hello. Thank you so much. Game Awards. Didn't even know they were happening. Poison Toad, lovely looking meal. Thank you. This is just some very basic tofu scramble. That is like an all-time fave of mine. Yaba says, yes, it does. I think directly from your city. Let's just quickly look this up for funsies. Minneapolis to Edinburgh. I always want to say Edinburgh, but I've gotten so many corrections on here. Flights. Can I fly direct? I do not want a connecting flight. I hate connecting flights. These are all connecting flights. One stop. I might need wow, these are good times too. But yeah, no, it looks like I need a connecting flight somewhere in Europe, it's looking like Dublin maybe, or Germany. Well, Germany wouldn't make sense. Like, I guess it could. But it's looking like there aren't any direct flights, at least none that are popping up for me. But yeah, it's exciting to think about. Can't believe I forgot my crazy sick wine password. I'm pissed, says Poison Toad. Omar Maxwell Guto says, interesting. Writer or fighter, roses are red. Cute. Roses are red, violets are blue. Rudolph is cute, and so are you. I appreciate that. Writer or fighter. I like the username too. Very cool. Blue Lotus. Thank you very much. John is saying Edinburgh has an airport. Definitely a lot of transportation options. Edinburgh is fun and has a lot of cool attractions. Glasgow is fun for people watching, especially live music in a pub. Yeah. I just, looking at the time limits that I have right now, I'm much more, I do not like traveling where I'm feeling pinched and rushed and it's like I'm falling behind on the itinerary. So I'm giving myself permission way in advance of this trip to just stick to one city and really just try to soak up as much of Edinburgh as I possibly can. Yeah, but says try Glasgow. Probably won't do it this time around. I just, instead of splitting my time, I really want to do one city properly. Writer Fighter says, thank you very much. You are very sweet and I admire your persistence in your content. Keep going strong. I love it. These comments are just, it's like, I love YouTube, but just having people say like, keep going is like so helpful and I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Omar Maxwell. I think I'm caught up, you guys. It's been 2.5 hours, so time is flying on all of these and I want to keep going on. Mateo, you made it just at the end because I am going to be heading out, guys. I wish I could stay on. Writer Fighter subscribed. Go team. Yes. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Thank you for joining the channel, Writer Fighter. I think there's lots of fun stuff on here and I hope you find stuff that you enjoy. Oh my gosh, just now people are rolling in. Chad, I see you. Antonio Salazar, Joe Sensei. You guys literally came in at the perfect moment because I was starting my like wrap up of everything. So I'm glad you all were able to make it at the very tail end of this. Good night, Wesley. Poison Toad, love your loyalty. Thank you. Little guys, come on now. Mark Farias, you'll miss the Hogwarts Express. I know. In time though, yeah, but everything in time. You know, I'm trying not to just force things to happen, but just let things feel like, do things in as relaxed way as I possibly can. Okay, so I am going to say some thank yous first. So we had, as far as mods, we had John Puntany and Happy Life was here earlier. So 2 mods tonight. Thank you, Writer Fighter. Happy holidays. So glad to have you here, Writer. Thank you for subbing to the channel and for the super chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Perfect. All right, got that. Thank you so much. And I will write you down. Okay, so shout outs from tonight. Because I've made it a habit of thanking people who donate during my live streams. Cambro, good to see you. How have you been, Cambro? So tonight we had super chats from Stakes is High, Big Tex, aka Eli Magallanes, and Writer or Fighter, who just subbed tonight. Thank you so much. Actually, I want to screenshot that while I've got it on my screen. I think I got it. All right, so those were the super chats tonight. There were gifts from Mike Ferguson, Her D&D, Young Boy, Cosborn, Country Kirby, the Jason 20, Carrie, Kurt Good, Molto, Bentley Underhill Animations, Kate and the Goat, Toxium, Yo Favorite CEO, Ernest, and Joe Sensei. Excuse me. And then we had Rich donate or gift a channel membership, and that went to Charles. Handle is YouTube Stabworthy. So lots of fun stuff tonight. Trade the DM. Oh my gosh, I was actually thinking about you today because I welcome any and all Russian words and greetings and phrases. So it's great to see you trade the DM. I was on a walk tonight with my dad and we were talking about like Russia and Vladimir Putin. And so I remember I was like, oh yeah, trade the DM. Like there's that guy who puts like Russian on my chats and it's so cool. I'm doing good. I'm like wrapping up for the evening. I was just doing my dono shout outs for the night. Muy bien, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, Cambro. Reminder, guys, so I'm doing live miss every single day this month. This has been day 10, and I will be back again tomorrow. Reminder that my next live stream, live miss live stream, is tomorrow, which is already Thursday somehow, at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. Would love to have you guys come on back. Only 15 days till the big day. I actually don't like that. That's so crazy. Vegas rules. Good to see you. William Barry. Yes. Peace all around. So be sure to come back tomorrow night for day 11 of Live Miss 2025. It's honestly, I feel like I'm going strong. I'm loving it. I'm not feeling the live miss fatigue yet. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it as long as I feel good. Have a great night. Do svidaniya. Trade the DM. Thanks for being here. First poll, favorite movie franchise. Yes. Okay, I have that written down. I'll do that tomorrow. Yes. Guess my favorite franchise / universe. Sorry, I feel like I had something. Kirby is waving. Thank you for sending the happy poop. John, yep, I know. Kirby is here. I know, you guys are so great. Love seeing you guys here. But I am gonna get going because, I'm past my bedtime. I don't really care, honestly. Like, tomorrow will be fine. It'll be fine. But I do have to get going. Bye, Yabba. Awesome. All right. That's it, guys. Hope you have a really lovely evening or rest of your coffee. Do you mean maybe tomorrow? Yes, I will sleep well. Writer or fighter, scented flower. Okay, I gotta get you on my list. It's a good list, don't worry. Someone was like, it sounds so ominous when you say I'm putting you on my list. It's just a shout out list. No need to stress. Mo Gooder says good night. All right, guys. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And Christmas is soon. Bye, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time.